Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Last time on Battle for Dreamhouse. A lot was lifted directly from the source material. Painfully so. I, being Ghosty, of course, showed Jacob the Total Drama Island episode, and we listed everything that was taken. I didn't realize that was going in the direction of the recap from Ghosty's perspective. Before I decided to do my terrible Kyle Hebert impression. So, yeah, that happens. Sorry about that, Ghosty.
That was my line! You said the thing! I had that in my back pocket, and I was gonna read it out, you jerk.
Why did you post it beforehand, then?
Because I didn't intend to join the stream. I was gonna go to bed.
Oh, and then you realized, no, I've got things to say, and so now you're here.
Yeah, but as you said, we went back and we watched the episode of Total Drama Island that was the inspiration for last episode of Battle for Dreamhouse, and we found maybe a few things that were uncomfortably similar.
Yeah, or that were taken in some way, but then sort of warped just enough to make less sense than they did in the already satirical comedy that was,
Total Drama Island.
Yeah, that was supposed to be crazy, but within its own internal logic. So yeah, I don't know. That happened, of course, after we cut the cameras, so I watched the episode afterwards to verify. But you did mention the ones that you found anyway.
The only thing that wasn't taken from the setup was like the pre-sleep feast aspect, and like a few of the characters. There was some unique character dynamics, but there was also some character stuff that was lifted from the show.
Yeah, so we did. So like I said before, the character arc was still intact at least. But yeah, some of the stuff, like you mentioned, like the food feast, for example, being missing, that means that the idea of doing exercise and having the adrenaline pumping through you would not put you to sleep directly, but it would want you to just rest in general. So they're kind of missing out the potential food coma aspect of it. So there were just a few other things in there. So no, it's not saying that the episode wasn't I guess you say as good as we thought because it was a ripoff. I mean, it still ended up being the best episode of Battle for Dreamhouse from the first 3/4, depending on how you count 1A and 1B. But we've seen what it was missing and what could have been improved.
Yeah,
but also how much
the Battle for Dreamhouse episode was good on its own merits, but there was also quite a few things that were lifted or stolen.
Yeah, to quote Pedro Pascal, it was good.
If you wish to watch the episode of Total Drama Island yourself, it's episode 3 of the original series.
Yeah, which became the inspiration of episode 3 of this series.
That episode is... I'm afraid that this episode goes more into the Total Drama action aspect. Because, yes, Total Drama Island has more than one season.
I mean, yeah.
And Total Drama action is more, movie and media inspired. Often having stuff that's, paying homage to older films of the time.
Okay.
So I'm definitely scared of what we're going to be heading into, and I'm bringing up all of the episodes of Total Drama Action ahead of time in case there are more things that are stolen.
Yeah, one thing that we don't really talk about a lot is when someone parodies a parody of something, and they don't and they don't realize what's being satirized, it can definitely come across as a lot of stuff making even less sense than it was supposed to, and kind of losing the essence of the original joke.
Yeah,
So we could end up in that situation.
Total Drama Action, Total Drama Island, and Total Drama Action are satirical versions of shows like Survivor or Love Island. You know, where you perform challenges and play up drama for the camera for the sake of, I don't know, money?
The ratings. Yeah.
Money and
Oh,
ratings.
yes, money. Okay, yeah.
Like, it is that aspect of which the 2010s, the early 2000s to 2010s were almost rife with these shows and littered with them. So much that you couldn't escape them. And then
Yeah. Some still exist, of course, but yeah.
They still exist. In fact, I think Survivor just came back for another season recently.
I don't remember anything happening to Love Island specifically.
Yeah, I think Love Island is still there, as much as it is a gross heterosexual love fest as it is.
There's a very easy spin-off that they can do in that situation.
Yeah, there is a very, very, very easy spin-off.
Yeah. Call it Pride Islands. There you go.
Pride Islands. It's a gay love fest.
Why not? Premiering this June. Perfect. Anyway.
Someone make that. I want to see that. Invite me to be on it. I would be honored to be a voice.
Yeah, Ghost Kitty, put that one on the list. Yeah.
But yeah, like
auditions for that would be the easiest thing in the world.
Battle for Dreamhouse is just satiring a satire of a satire of a show. Oh,
yeah.
no.
So, which isn't impossible, but again, if you don't realize where the joke is coming from, then you can end up not recognizing what's actually being satirized, and then just create more confusion for yourself.
One thing I can say is that Total Drama Island definitely knows how to play its hands straight sometimes.
Okay.
But we're about to see what kind of a hell we wrought with Battle for Dreamhouse.
We certainly are. Because today we've got This Deserves an Oscar, which is not going to sway my opinion on whether or not this will end up in the Jacobs this year or not. But yeah, you said that this reminded you a little bit, or the description I read out last time reminded you a little bit of potentially like 2 episodes combined, I think you said.
Yeah, as I said, there is a whole season called Total Drama Action. That's, older, like, movie-inspired stuff. There's also an episode of Total Drama Island, I think it's the 4th one, in which all of the campers are to partake in a talent show for their challenge.
Oh, good lord, the 4th episode of the episode, when we've actually already used the 3rd one as inspiration for the 3rd episode of this. I wonder. We'll see.
Yeah, I think we're about to kick over the beehive, Jacob. Let's just get going.
All right. Someone else apparently wants to get stung with us if that's the case, so we'll do that.
Bon, welcome to the beehive kicking fest.
Be the arrows first of said of it. Come on, like that's a perfect tagline. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to start that yet. But hey, at least we got some sound effects. That's one thing going for it. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, without further ado, on with the review.
Liana, what's taking so long? There's a line here, and we don't have much time till the contest starts. So you better be quick, okay?
We're not gonna get an intro sequence with the host? Oh, that's disappointing.
I like how we got like the curtain over this, but we didn't actually like block out the very clear like men's sign on the background.
I need to get my skincare routine done. But Genesis...
No, they didn't block out the men's sign. The only thing they did was make it pink. They didn't change the color.
Wait, so you said make it pink and then they didn't change the color. Those are contradicting statements.
No, it's just I'm assuming that this is set in in the US instead of Canada or the EU. So I'm gonna say, yeah, they could have, made that a skirt. However, in Total Drama Island, there are communal unisex bathrooms.
Okay. All right.
Listen to that, everyone. Total Drama Island was oddly progressive for its time. That or the budget wasn't high enough to make 2 sets of bathrooms.
I mean, they clearly repurposed the outhouse anyway, so maybe they just that was their extra plumbing. That was it.
That was it.
Yeah. I live on.
Sunscreen and check my eyebrows. First of all.
Wait, so why is the water still running if that's the case? Because excess water is not necessarily the best part of skincare routine. Trust me, I should know.
It's Giselle.
Oh no, don't you want to spray some Korean yeast on your face? That's a part of some people's skincare routine.
No, yeah, fair enough. I was making the point that I just got out of the bath and my fingers are still wrinkly. But yes, Korean yeast.
Second of all, your eyebrows are perfectly fine.
Oh, so hi, Bon.
Hello.
I'm so glad that we're past eyebrows on fleek being part of the lexicon, because otherwise that would have definitely been a part of this.
First of all, if you knew you took this long, you could have gone.
Was that a dirt block being placed? That was a... Am I going crazy?
Last, you know.
I almost want to get a replay of that because I didn't hear it.
Neither did I.
All right, okay.
Genesis. Second of all, your eyebrows are perfectly fine. And last of all, if you knew you took this long, you could have gone last, you know. So guess what? If you don't hurry up...
Okay, we're past that point. I'm crazy. Fair enough.
I'm gonna kick you out of the alliance. Oh, no.
Jacob's been living in the Minecraft world too much.
Here, I'm done. There you go. Jeez.
Why
No
does
need to be so...
she have cat ears?
I mean, why not? It's Gacha. These things happen sometimes.
Am I high? Did she have ears last episode?
I think so.
I don't recall.
There's
like,
so many of them. I can't really like remember concrete features about most of them.
Like,
one thing I keep forgetting to keep track of is, in gacha videos, is if there are just character redesigns, because that just doesn't seem to happen as much nowadays as it did back in like 2019. So
hold on, I need to go suss out my suspicions. Give me a moment to, as they say in the business, get good.
Have fun with that. Have fun getting good.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Yeah, I also
some background for the door. By the way, it was closed and now it's open.
We didn't talk about the door being open. I thought it was a curtain before because it seemed to be like warping a little bit previously.
Yeah, I think I talked about this a while ago, where instead of like actually putting a closed door like imported in, they use this feature in iPhone called markup, which allows you to draw over the image. So that's why it looks warped, because it's not really drawn very well, because it's not really coloring between the lines as it should be. So I think the same thing happened here. It's just a crude drawing, but it's cool that the detail's there.
Yeah, that would also explain why the men symbol wasn't removed, which was my initial question before, that led Ghosty to then talk about different like, standards and markings in various different countries for some reason.
Desperate. You took 40 minutes in that bathroom. Finally. Excuse me,
and off she goes. She just disappeared.
Yeah, I guess. I thought she went back inside.
Are you kidding me right now?
Dude, she just put the line.
You better tell your sister not to take too long in that bathroom, alright?
I mean,
I was about to say, please tell me that, like, the only thing that actually would have made me genuinely laugh is if the hairdryer went on again and they're just all standing there in silence.
Yeah. What was that? I can't hear you.
Please don't tell me.
Nikki, you better take...
All right. I absolutely promise that I will not take for
so long. Because there's a line in here and you just went and...
There's a line out here.
I'm sorry, sis. I just really had to pee. And you better cover your ears because I don't want you to hear all the noise my butt makes when I poop.
What?
But
That's
you said
more
you
than
had to
pee then.
pee. Yeah, like can't even get your own
Why
story
is
straight.
there only one bathroom? Welcome back, viewers, to Battle for Dream House.
Oh, no.
There's
Last
the
time
intro.
Luna did always have ears.
Have you gotten
Okay.
good?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
gotten good, and apparently my best just wasn't enough.
You may have gotten good, but your memory continues to get bad.
Yes, we know this. My memory is going to be awful until the day I die. ADHD and autism at the same time, baby.
It's okay. We can focus on the outline black shoes instead.
Oh,
And on the fact that you actually got the intro after, or just wasn't right at the beginning. So you came back at the
Oh, we
perfect
got a
time.
cold open. You love to see it.
Well, that's something you don't hear every day.
Oh, I'm so glad I
Anyway,
talked over that.
Yeah, fair.
that's
Our
something you
last
don't hear
episode's
every day.
contest was all about staying awake as long as you can. And
Yes,
after
we
two
know, it
How
was
long ago was
lifted.
this contest?
What?
How long ago was this contest?
We undetermined amount of time.
Oh, she didn't
Everyone
say
What?
looks well rested
I
now.
thought she said like
one
last-
broadcast episode ago. That could
Yeah,
be
I was
any.
gonna say, I
That
thought
could
it
be
was
any
last-
point.
So I want to know how much time they had in between, where they were up for at least 3 days, and like, are they back into it the day after? Because I question that.
If this were total drama, I would say absolutely, but I don't know. Depends how much of a mean streak Z has.
We all know
Monica
that Z
managed-
is just Chris McLean in a catgirl skin suit.
That's why, if that is true, then yeah, the mean streak definitely would suggest next
to
day.
stand everyone out. And that made Team Mayonnaise the winners and Team Unlucky Rabbits the losers again.
Also,
and
I'm
now
pulling up
they're-
the list of episodes of Total Drama Island from the wiki.
Oh right, they have to make an elimination. Oh god, that just reminded me that Yui's gone.
Oh
We're
yeah.
going to elimination for the second time. Everyone to the ceremony. Unlucky Rabbits? Well, that was disrespectful. Well, guess what? All of this is a sign
Are they only now just realizing what the team names are?
for us to strive.
Were
Hurry
they
up,
always
you
in a
lazy-
park? I remember them being at a campsite, like Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a different location. I think this is where the
Budget
finish line
drop.
was for one of the tasks. They had a finish line somewhere around here, I
Rabbits, we
think.
don't have all day. Why do they keep calling us rabbits?
Oh yeah, the axe murderer. Yeah, that was where they had the finish line. I had to go through the forest, and they came here.
Wait, what? Axe murder?
I don't know if it was an axe murder or not. It might have been. Oh no, it was a knife. Never mind.
I was about
Oh,
to
yeah.
say.
Copyright.
I was about to say, Jacob. Since you mentioned that, there's another Total Drama Island episode that was probably lifted from. Now that you mention it,
Was there an axe murderer in a Total Drama?
yes,
episode?
actually, it was like a hook guy with a hand murderer, but it's still the
okay.
same general concept, just different weapon.
I think there was a SpongeBob episode where that was a thing as well. There was some like like a hook murder or whatever. I don't know what the person was called.
Hash slinging slasher.
There we go. All right, yeah. Also known as el acuchillador triturador, because that's the best they did.
I remember it because Nosferatu is my favorite part of that episode.
Fair enough.
Nyx is a ping pong paddle.
Oh no, I forgot about the epilepsy part. All right, yep.
Oh,
Still
my
pausing
eyes!
My
Yep, I know.
eyes, Greco.
Yep. I almost did it.
Not today, Jacob.
Yeah.
Welcome.
My effing timing bond. It was up.
Oh,
girls
my
to
effing
your
feet
second-
as they're back in the fire, Greco. Oh no! I remember this so clearly. I'm like, wait a second, this is awfully familiar.
Yep, much like classic disco pops, they seem to be starting in the same position they were before,
Yeah,
right
see,
down
for
to
goodness sake,
the
like-
fire hazard.
you could stand lower and it would be fine. Why do you have to stand right there? Like, I know it creates a nice semicircle, but for goodness sake, you do not have to sacrifice your void shoes and your feet to the fire just that you can be at the center of the semicircle.
I'm getting the
Also-
feeling that those didn't used to be void. Those weren't always void shoes. They weren't always that color.
Yeah, they're just burnt to a crisp now. They could literally
Yeah.
disintegrate at any moment. But she's not helping her chances by going back to the fire. It's like a moth.
There is
Like a
one
moth!
way. There is one way that they could have solved this and kept the semicircle, just shrink all the characters down. They'd be naturally further away if that were the case and still in the same shape.
Elimination.
Also,
It sure
Jacob,
must-
I have something disappointing to tell you.
Yes.
So you know the episode of Welcome to Dreamhouse you just referenced, where there was a murderer, knife murderer.
Yes.
Total Drama Island, episode 19, Hook, Line, and Screamer. The campers go through a challenge where they're forced to survive a real horror movie. A psycho killer is picking off one by one with the exception of 2 experts.
Psycho killer. Kiss kissing.
Damn it!
How
You
do
sniped Frost.
2
You
minutes!
You sniped Frost from me, but not that.
Stink to be in your team.
I immediately thought of it!
Jacob,
Not even 2 minutes have passed!
Jacob, I'm keeping episode
Yeah.
19 in my pocket for after this stream so we can watch it and compare it to Welcome to Battle for Dreamhouse again.
Okay.
Does.
Yeah, but also that just to remind people, this is the same creator who made the first what was it, first day in public school video and didn't realize
God.
that it was so close to straight and all gay school. Starting to think this is a repeated pattern.
Okay.
Yeah,
now
I'm-
Yeah, I'm
let's
noticing a
wait.
trend here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to put the pieces together, and I don't quite like the puzzle that I'm looking at.
Yeah, there's
Ma'am,
only so
have you
many
ever
times
had
that
an
you can
original
not
thought?
realize
If
that
not,
you're unoriginal.
Probably don't put it on the internet and call it your own.
Eeny, miny, mo, who's the unluckiest rabbit of them all? Today we have Donut.
I don't think Mo and all. I mean, I guess they're half rhymes. Okay.
Remember,
Okay. Oh, so we're going with actual donuts this time rather than cookies in the shape of donuts from Camp Creek.
if you get a
Ghosty, what
donut,
about
you're
the lady who hit you over the head with a guitar? Was that in Total Drama Island? I would have loved that, but unfortunately, there's only one guy with a guitar, and he's pretty mid.
You know what? That's fair. Original moment, I suppose.
saying
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that you're
Like
The fact that we're celebrating original moments is a bad thing.
Yes,
Yay! It's not like the thing it was copied from. Yay!
yay,
Hallelujah!
it's marginally different from the thing that was
marginally
stolen.
different from
Hey,
the
look, you know,
material
this
it's
is-
based off of.
This is marginally different from the episode. It has the eliminations at the start of a new episode rather than at the end of a previous one, like every other reality show. Reason being,
eliminated. Now,
Precisely.
Eeny, Miny, Maylin, Hibiki,
what? Okay.
Madoka, Lifu, Alia, and Kaio. No, this has to be some kind of
Okay, so we at least have the idea of have the last two here. I mentioned it before
Wait.
in Cap Creek. This like the formula stuff. I can see them like copying from other reality shows or even from Total Drama because they're formulaic for a reason. Like they are the best way to create tension
Yeah.
in this particular moment.
The fact that you said that
Tension-
exact
is that
same
the
thing the
tension-
last time this happened should tell you about the originality of this show.
Well, I mean, I think the last time I commented on it was Camp Creek, right?
No,
Oh,
last
That was
time-
yesterday.
when,
So
when Yui was eliminated and it was down to the last two, you said the exact same thing.
oh, okay, yeah. I
Also,
I said it was
also,
Camp Creek too.
by the way, I'd like to point this out, but speaking of Total Drama Island and having suspenseful drums during the elimination section,
mistake. Me and Ariana cannot be in the bottom two. I mean,
Oh my God,
whoever
is that the
voted
same
for
sound
us to be
effect?
in the bottom two is meant
It could be. I don't
to
It is-
fail.
dead ass this same thing
Hey,
as Total
hey.
Drama Island.
know.
Hey!
I literally did
Uh-uh.
most of the work.
Hey up!
Ariana
Ah,
does not deserve that
You
kind
did
of
this to yourself!
Yes.
That.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's how life is. Now, the final contestant who is safe is...
Ariana.
You know what? I'll say in favor of our classic Camp Creek. I know that they like lingered on the panning shots for a long time, but at least they were different panning shots that weren't just both extreme close-ups, classic Gacha style.
Next!
Oh, surprise.
Thank goodness we spent all that time on her character arc last time.
Now, Ariana, please don't panic. I guess
Thank you,
someone
Ghosty.
rigged the votes because you didn't do anything wrong. But I'll make sure that person gets their karma. You've been my only friend, and I really appreciated your friendship. But now we had to face reality, and sadly...
I,
This
an
feels so
unbiased,
awkward without music.
I, an unbiased party in this matter, can objectively say that you did nothing wrong.
you need to go. I'll never forget
It's
you.
so weird without music. It's like a full-on motivational, determined speech to avenge Ariana, and it's complete silence.
Also,
The fact that it's also delivered in the most monotone way possible just does suggest that Nyx
helping
really is
either.
not like that, like, you know,
Yeah,
hung
it's
up
not
on it.
helping either.
Also,
Let's give us the sad piano or something.
Going to the elimination section of Total Drama Island to see if the music was copied. To see if the music was
Oh,
copied or
Ghosty's
not.
getting good again.
Hmm.
Yeah,
We should have
Ghosty's
had it
getting
yesterday.
good.
We should have had it yesterday for Camp Creek.
Just in case, Ariana was not looking at me angrily. She was looking at the rest of the team angrily because she was voted off unfairly.
Just for the record, of course, because the gacha visuals don't necessarily show us where a character is looking at this point. Let me verbally clarify what happened in that moment.
And sometimes
It reminds me of like you're performing on stage and you like have to improvise something that's in front of you. You have to describe it, even though it's not there, so that the fourth wall, the invisible fourth wall audience can understand what the heck you're doing.
I've told this story before, but that honestly happened in Siren Story. At one of the on one hand, it's one of my favorite things that happened, but also one of my least favorite because I had to resort to it. So I was told that we could like find a way to use like moving lights or something to actually like you know imagine that there was a siren attack because there was a particular scene, and while the characters had to be like observing that, that's one of like the key moments. Because that's the inciting incident, really. So I was told about that. I was wondering what they actually meant because all the lighting was fixed and you couldn't really change that. Nor could you actually really like move any of the lights because it was all plotted. So by the time that it got to that point, the teacher that told me that backed out of that statement. So we had to basically have one of the characters just sports commentator style, you know, offer like what was through binoculars, like, oh my goodness, oh, he's been hit with the
Okay.
thing with the hand with an oar.
You're telling a story.
Yeah. And then, and just for a little bit of extra, like Shakespearean reference, there's a line in 12th Night where it's like, if this could be performed upon the stage, people will dismiss it as fiction or something to that effect. So I then literally was like, yes, this would be like really unbelievable kind of thing you would see on the stage. I would pay good money to see that on the stage. Oh well, but actually, the actress actually like added an extra bit where she literally like turns around and like almost like full on winks at the audience as like, oh well, and that got the biggest laugh of the entire performance.
Nice.
So we made the most of it. So
Something
anyway,
tells me
Ghosty, come.
Ghosty has not discovered good news.
Okay.
No, Ghosty has not discovered good news at all. You know how I suspected that the music during the elimination segment was ripped from Total Drama Island?
Yes.
One knows it's bad when Ghosty speaks in the third person.
It is. It was taken from Total Drama Island.
Mm-hmm. Torbeck senses trouble whenever there's a third person.
when I'm mad.
Any first words?
Oh, great, another one.
Ariana?
Fair enough.
Oh, that was not
Oh,
pre-rendered. You
It's
see
not
the
a
text
tank.
move?
It's just...
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
the text move. The text also blinked out of existence.
Also,
The
this
name
is a
of the
great
tank is
frame to
very-
pause on. I just like to add.
The name of the tank is very important,
I
of
think
course.
this is a thumbnail frame.
Honestly, yeah.
Now that Ariana's gone,
Oh, never mind. The text is gone. I guess it was
Oh.
the sound. I guess stank was an onomatopoeia, not the name of the tank. Okay.
we can proceed to the next contest. Bravo, Alliance! Our team lives another day! We sure are doing an amazing job! Yay!
Can you say that line again, but sound less like a kindergarten teacher, please?
Finish for the win! We're
Okay, fair enough. Talking to kindergarten students. All
the
right.
best! This is so not fair! Every friend I've made
Hold on. It's meant to be like Nick's like observing through the bushes. She's on the wrong side if that's the case. Always do that, but just switch the layers around. Would have been perfect.
Hey, Nix, you're on the wrong side. We can
They'll
hear
never
you.
see me from here.
Shoot, wrong way. That's some Looney Tunes right there.
I was thinking of Lazy Town, but yes, absolutely both of those.
left me! And I bet it was Gigi the one who made Ariana leave just to deceive me. You know
Yes, it's always the votes are always down to one individual person and no one else.
what? I'm gonna do whatever it takes for our team to win.
Nix,
And
you're
I
looking
will
right at the camera. Nix?
I'm on it. Honestly, the idea of someone speaking directly to the camera while they're hiding, not the most outlandish thing for a reality show.
Yes, but that implies that the camera is in full view of everyone on the other side. So even if she was hiding, I think the massive reality TV camera would be blatantly obvious.
Yeah, probably.
Next
Say, where's that red light coming from?
contest is about to start. Oh, come on!
Say
Our
that loud.
friend
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, come on! This is like this is the best part for you. This or I guess you haven't time to strategize, maybe. But also, you know what the challenge is, so you couldn't strategize regardless.
Nyx is accusing me of
Gee,
reading
that
the vote for
skirt
Ariana to lose.
Oh, short.
And guess
Holy
what?
cow.
I did, but it wasn't
How?
exactly to deceive her. It was more because her hairstyle just annoyed the heck out of me. And Nyx, in case you're hearing this, all I did to
Wait
you
a second.
was nothing.
Do you hear that?
Yes,
There's
I do hear
music.
something in the background. Yeah.
There's music playing in the background of the recording.
I'm guessing that the VA was probably forgot to like close the door or something. Well, I say the VA. I'm pretty sure it's like it's all the same person. This is the first video that has like a significant like gap of uploads, because the uploads on the channel are 1A, 1B, 2, 3, and then there are like several others before we get to 4. So there's a bit of a gap here. I know at some point, April mentioned that that there were that they like hired some actual like other VAs aside from just themselves. So maybe this is now. I'm not sure.
I was just getting started. So, don't hold your back, sweetie.
What was that?
Alright, girls.
Oh no, that's like actually the musical sting, I
For
guess.
the next contest, I put things a little
Okay, you know what? I'll commend the in-universe editor for that one. To actually transition the scenes over. Maybe a little bit too loud right out the
Yeah,
gate.
but
But
make it a little
good
quieter.
yeah,
bit more easy, because all you need is your imagination.
I think
Yeah, I
there was
always
probably
do
no
this for audio.
crossfade there. I think there was no fade up. That was the issue.
Plus,
Yeah.
you
So
have
like when
to
in doubt, I
mix up
always make the audio quieter, the music quieter, because it's more important to hear the lines than it is to hear the music most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
a mini movie. Whoever makes the best mini movie wins this episode's contest.
Oh,
Ghosty, they have to. Ghosty, they have to make a mini movie inside of a mini movie that's a satire of a show that's a satire of a show genre. The layers just keep getting progressively lower down.
Yeah, but one thing I can say is that I think this is a unique concept for this episode.
All right.
Congratulations! You
Yay!
barely
We're so
tried.
happy, right? Why am I not
Molly,
happy?
You did say it was an alarm before, but you know.
You heard that, Lucky Rabbit? You better not mess up this time. We'll make sure of that. Good.
Wait,
Now,
Let
people,
me
get
check
together with
my
your
action.
teams and think about the storyline of your movie. You have 1 hour. Alright, Team Mayonnaisers, today I'll need your help more than ever because even though I am extremely clever, my mind isn't about storytelling. So,
Your mind isn't about emoting either.
why are you in charge? Isn't
I'm
Kia
very
supposed
curious
be
to
the
see the acting in this.
Yeah, yes, right? I was thinking that, like, because normally the cliche is that a lot of the characters are terrible actors in universe, so like the actors will do like an intentionally like bad acting job. But what does an intentional bad acting job look like in this show? I don't know.
Yeah, I know she is, but in leadership skills, I'm superior. And we better come up with something good, because the other team
Okay.
has already lost.
I have something.
Also, I just realized
say.
some of them are default posing. It's a pop.
Oh my
thing.
god! No! Well, actually, technically, they're all like pose 3ing, most of them, except Gretchen for
Okay.
some reason. They're all pose 3ing, which is actually the default pose for my characters. So I feel attacked. However, none of them stay in that pose for very long. The only ones who stay in that pose for very long are the animatronics because they're very static in their movement. Anyway,
Yeah.
One thing I want to say here, like, it kind of feels like there are significantly more characters who are getting the spotlight. Like Monica and Gigi feel like they get the spotlight significantly more than some of the more minor characters that we know basically nothing about. Like, I don't even know if any of them have had the spotlight for the episodes that I haven't seen. But like people like Kia, Bliss, and Hana, like I feel like I haven't heard them speak like at all, except to have like one passing comment here
Yeah,
and
like,
there. I
one
kind
If
of
I
wish
remember,
that
Kia
the
got like a
challenges-
bit of a prominent role in one of the challenges, but not really beyond that, I suppose.
I kind of wish that with each challenge, like another character gets to shine. Like another character like reveals a very potent quality about themselves. Like for instance, like if one of them like was really into videography or cinematography, then they could take the lead and really shine in this passion. And Monica maybe could take a step back and maybe get into more of a directing like role to help the group settle, while whoever is the one passionate could be the one like leading the charge. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like Monica's and Gigi are always the ones we're focusing on, and I wish that some others were focused on this time instead of just literally default posing and basically being pops in this scenario, except for say executing the challenges.
Yeah, to some extent, I can see why this happened because, you know, obviously the major issue that I keep bringing up, like literally every time I review this or Camp Creek, is the sheer amount of characters you have in this situation. So one way to solve that is actually to, you know, give some characters more priority than others and put some of the others in more supporting roles. The issue with that is that's not normally how reality shows work because it's trying to simulate like at least a little bit of a sense of normalcy, and having main characters doesn't kind of align with that as much as everything is obviously staged in them. That's the only issue with that, because I mean, otherwise I can sort of see what the attempt was, but yeah, if there were, depending on how many episodes there are planned for this show, yeah, having somebody else come in here a little bit would have been nice. I'm realizing something actually. There's no even if there's no like direct like moment where any of the total drama characters have an episode where they make a movie, there is a miraculous episode that matches that description. So I'm wondering, I'm looking out for if Gigi, the most Chloe Bourgeois-esque of the characters, ends up sabotaging the movie or like changing the script or like trying to, you know, really undermine like what everyone else is doing and all of their different roles.
Wow, Gigi, that's very Heather coded of you.
It's very well. It might be Chloe coded depending on how much it aligns, but you know, we'll see.
Twice in a row and would do anything to beat us this time. Alright girls, I know we're 2 people short, but we better come up with a good story if we
That might actually work to your advantage. More people get the spotlight or, you know, a chance to do something.
really want to.
Kaya
win
looks
this
like a
time.
vampire. You could make that work.
That's true.
Oh hey Nix, where were you? I was just brushing my hair in the cabin. Alright.
Well, I mean, I
Kyle
guess her
must be a vampire.
hairstyle. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Wait a second. So beforehand, we said that that Gigi rigged the vote for the unlucky rabbits to get Ariana to leave because Nyx's hairstyle annoyed her. I'm guessing that might be a reason why she was so focused on her hair now, but she didn't know that, so it couldn't be that, just a coincidence. But beyond that, I just realized that Gigi was in the other group. How did she rig the vote in a group that she wasn't a part of?
Because drama.
Yeah, gotcha, logic.
Or story, you're free to stand up right next to me so you can share it with everyone. Oh, I have a really cool idea. You guys are gonna love this.
And by stand right next to me, I mean warp me out of reality and take my place in the
camera
cosmos.
angles would have been good here. It looks
Or
weird
just
without
not,
them.
or just don't use the phrase "stand beside me" if you have no intention of having two characters on screen.
We should do a space-related story, like there were people in a mission and had to go to space and everything. Like Star Wars, isn't that cool? Nicolette, not again. You're obsessed
Why
with
do
Star
you guys
Wars.
keep appearing and disappearing? You can't put in the effort to have them walk in? Are you kidding?
Think of anything else? Sorry, no. Everyone loves space stories. What?
I thought you were gonna say everyone loves Star Wars. I was gonna say you're probably about 10 years off of that statement.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds really cool, but check out this idea. Maybe you could do a spy movie, or maybe Jailbreak. Well, I'm sure a lot of
How about spies in space breaking out of jail? This is actually what I used to do all the time as a language assistant. Was, you know, like if there are several different like suggestions that they're like thrown out all at once, I would try my best to combine them. So I'm probably just still thinking in that mindset.
Okay,
of idea.
I have trolled the Total Drama Island wiki. There is nothing
All right.
close to this episode concept. But you did
Fair
point
enough.
out Miraculous Ladybug, so I might have to look through that
Look
wiki
out for
too,
it.
but I don't care enough.
We'll look out for
That's
it.
fine. I know it was either in the 3rd or 4th season. That's beyond that. I can't remember exactly where it was placed.
In which
Well,
case, to Wikipedia I go! Whee!
Oh, now that I've narrowed the search. Okay,
Yes,
fair
now
enough.
that you've narrowed the search, that actually helps a lot.
I love how Ghosty is just not even reviewing the episode anymore. She's just itching for reason, itching to find something that could crack
no.
this case wide open.
Oh
If
no!
it-
She's dying
if
for
it
the
helps-
"aha, got you" moment.
Okay, if it helps, Chloe gets akumatized and she becomes like a banana queen type of figure with
What?
a banana car center monster. If that helps,
Banana comment!
Have fun. Have fun with that.
Okay, I'm no longer going through the wiki. I'm engaged again. Like, it isn't a gotcha moment. It's more like the fact of I personally just don't like plagiarism, even if it's accidental.
well, accidental
And-
I never
plagiarism
said it was
is
a bad thing. I just found it funny.
Yeah, accidental plagiarism is almost inevitable. That seems to be like a very it was a convenient excuse when it happened last time with like the first day in all public school, but now with like everything else happening in this, it's
no
more
longer-
suspicious. It doesn't seem as unintentional.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as unintentional. And I get it. Total Drama Island, formulaic as shit. I will pay $10 more eventually.
Okay.
But, and there's a big but. Look out for that but. It looks pretty sinister.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes, like, Total Drama Island, I get it. It's pretty generic. Lots of people have done it before and after its time. But I don't know. I don't know. Just don't satire the satire, please.
What are you talking about? Johnny literally did that to me.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yes, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, satiring a satire is that like it can be done. It's just as long as you realize where that first satire got their jokes from, because otherwise the things that you're satirizing you lack the context for. That's the difference. Like with with good satire, that they it usually comes from a place of at least like some level of appreciation for the existing material and some amount of depth and thought behind it.
Queen Banana.
There we go. Thank you. Yeah, Reina Banana. I was like, was it Queen Banana, Banana Queen? I don't know the English titles. I've established by now. I don't know the English titles of Miraculous episodes. I just have no idea.
Never mind. I had hope for Miraculous Ladybug, and now it's gone.
I really hope that Ghosty just like taps out of the stream and just watches the full episode, completely jaw dropped the entire time. And by the time she finishes, she's at like a loss for words, doesn't even remember what the stream was about. It's like, guys. Guys.
That's gonna be a thing that I sit down to to show Ghosty. If she shows me total drama, I show her Queen Banana. There you go.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
Let the others think about something and then take
It rhymes more than Mo and all from earlier.
Your idea sounds super nice, but they're like kinda lame compared to mine. Cause I've been thinking of a modern Cinderella story. I've seen like many of those and none of them have
Oh, modern Cinderella story, you say? Say no more.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? The Cinderella's castle actually wasn't in modern day. Never mind.
No, it absolutely wasn't.
is-
I was thinking of the because since this is Gacha, I was thinking of the hated child. Honestly,
That's so fair.
Do you want to know what I was thinking of? There was a modern take on Cinderella, but it was a horrible early 2000s Disney movie.
was that Ever After?
No, there was another one.
Ella Enchanted?
No, it wasn't any of the Disney movies they put to copy. It was one of those Disney Channel movies.
Oh, okay, fine.
I got nothing. And off I can hear the keyboard. Off she goes again.
Yeah. Total Disney Channel Cinderella 2015.
Ghosty cannot be stopped with the deep delves today.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Cinderella 2015. That was just straight up like a regular Disney live action remake. That wasn't a Disney Channel original.
I just love the silent little click, 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 click. Right back into it.
I don't know if you've seen
the
I don't know if you've seen the Culta one shot where they have an encounter with the Fae, but Aiden does the exact same thing. Like, of course I know about the Fae.
Yeah, Aiden's keyboard is significantly louder. It reminds me so much of that one time where Vin was like talking about a website that doxes like celebrities' locations, and then you could hear Aiden's keyboard typing really loudly after that.
Oh, it's...
Well,
so good.
Ghost Kitty just dropped Queen Banana in my DM.
You have fun with that.
let's go.
I'm gonna save that for
I
later.
was about to say, is it gonna be a brain cleanser or is it gonna make it worse?
That's gonna make it worse. Total.
Honestly,
Drama Island
honestly,
after
probably
this.
both. I found Queen Banana to be a really fun episode.
Yeah, but total
Obviously,
Drama
Chloe is still
Island.
Chloe in it, but that was always going to be the
Chloe's
case.
still Chloe.
That was always going to be the case. Like,
Yeah,
we
Chloe
all knew what
had-
we signed up for.
Yeah, Chloe had a shot at a redemption arc and then fell flat on her own face.
Okay, that was like 3 seasons before that episode,
I love how you
or
know
kind
that.
of 2 because it was like the end.
But yeah, that's because I watched season 1 of Miraculous Ladybug, holding out hope that this show could be something I could engage with.
Ah,
then
you
just-
gave up the first season. That explains a lot. Yeah.
I thought I could, it was a hyped show, and I thought I could watch season 1 and engage in the community. And I hated it.
Honestly,
Hated it so badly.
that might have been the biggest mistake. Giving up on any French animated show after the first season.
Oh.
We all know how they start.
God. Ghost Kitty, do not drop Queen Banana in my DMs. Thank you very much.
No to drop it in my DMs either. I've Disney
You
Plus for
leave
that.
me out
I've
of
been
it.
thinking of a modern Cinderella story. I've seen like many of those, and none of them have ever disappointed me. I'm sure you're gonna rub that
You're darn
story
right.
into those loser rabbits' faces. Cause like that's
By the way, that's how we know that Gigi does not watch Gacha videos.
definitely.
Oh
a
yeah,
weird
here we
story.
go. Another Cinderella story aired on Disney Channel May 9th, 2010.
That makes more sense. That makes way more
It's
sense.
a romantic comedy starring Selena Gomez and
Oh my god.
Drew Seeley.
Okay. Okay.
And then I looked down at the guest list, and Selena Gomez is
Oh, see, you need to close this tab.
Anyway, tab closed. Tab closed. I'm good. I'm
Keep
engaged
tab
again.
closed.
Keep tab
You
closed.
can't stay with the review for more than 5 minutes.
and people thought Rachel Zegler was the first Latina actress to play a Disney princess. You fools! You were off by 15 years.
So help me. So help me, I hear those keyboard clicks again.
What are you even looking up? That's a very obvious film that came out this year. What is there to look up?
Yeah,
Curiosity eats at her, you see.
I've been keeping tabs. I've
Who
been
is
keeping.
the first Latina actress to play a Disney princess?
No, I already
Taking
know.
every instance to poke holes in everything we say.
As it turns out, it was Rita Hayworth in 1963.
And then you just hear click, 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 click. Right.
Are my keys
Classic.
that loud? I feel like going back.
They're not
Yeah.
that loud, but my ears have been trained. My ears have
No,
been
yeah, that's-
exposed to Aiden.
That's fair enough. There was actually a Beauty and the Beast movie in
Like,
1946.
speaking
because
of
I'm
that,
such a
Bon, do you want to know something ironic about Aiden not knowing anything about the Feywilds?
About the what?
That the campaign that we quote the most is specifically about the Feywild.
That, and he's a part of Monster Compendium, which is a show with a lot of lore taken from Arthurian mythos, which features heavily the Fae.
In it,
Well, I
in
mean,
it
well,
as
I
in,
mean,
like,
sure,
voice
but that's
acting
that
or, like,
that implies
editor/writer.
yeah, I was gonna say that implies that every voice actor is versed
Yeah,
in
'cause
the
I can
mythology of
guarantee-
everything that they're a part of.
I can guarantee from my experience in the Hyrulon industry, I do not know much about the stuff that I'm in most of the time.
I can guarantee from the history of being in both Emily and Bond's FNAF content that I sometimes have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes, right, Liana. I said I'm such a genius, right, Liana? For real, bestie, you're a total genius.
Genius
that's funny.
is yeah, all right.
Bond's
was-
ears are trained to hear keyboard clicks like police intelligence trained.
Yeah, I was about to say as well. Probably the reason that I had the most close and miraculous comparison is because because Liana is also Sabrina. If you consider that, archetype.
Your ideas always shine because you're like the smartest person on earth. I'm so
Gigi, why are
lucky
you
to
the
have
only
as
one
my
wearing shoes? Of
Because
course, the bush
because
covers the feet
no one
now.
else thought to. Yeah, no one else
Yeah,
thought
but
to.
she's wearing heels. Like, she did not prepare for this.
Oh yeah.
I think it's obvious what Gigi is doing. The other people are just blind. She's clearly manipulating Liana and using her to win. And if she wins, she's gonna dump
Ooh.
her.
Or was that obvious?
Like, she's sabotaging the event!
Yeah.
Mind if I borrow you for a minute? I really need to talk to you.
There, now you can see
Of course, my
everyone's
mind,
lack of
plus
shoes.
Liana only listens to me, not some sore loser from the other team.
Oh yeah, the fact they're all wearing socks in the middle. Yeah, I was gonna say if they were barefoot, that'd be one thing. But the fact that they're all wearing socks in the middle of at least soil, if not possibly mud. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, you have fun.
Then
with
again,
that.
Gigi's wearing white heels, so she probably did not prepare for this either.
And even if she and I weren't friends, she wouldn't want to go with you anyway. So, shoo shoo,
reality
honey.
TV.
Don't
No one
you
is
shoo shoo
fed.
me. Don't make decisions for her. She only comes with me if she wants to. Don't listen to her, Liana. She's just putting you against me.
Okay, at the very least here, I would have had Liana flip back and forth between them as they're talking about her. At least. Or maybe like doing like the eyes dart thing that you can do in Gacha. Something.
Whose order should I
Meanwhile, Hannah is just staring there like a statue.
Yeah. Also, the way she says like, it's like, oh my gosh, whose order should I follow? Instead of like, but instead of that, she just goes, whose order should I follow? Gigi, what do you think?
Girl, you're not actually letting her decide for you. Come on.
Oh, just scram, you nasty slut!
Oh my god.
Sorry, Gigi, but I think a minute with Nyx won't like mine. Oh, fine.
A minute? Well, oh no. Okay, no, that's another Spanish translation error. Because when someone says no importa, usually they'll say like no me importa means I don't mind. If no importa means it doesn't matter. It comes from there. All right.
Oh,
But
so
you better be quick, you
important.
Yeah.
twerp.
Alright, what do you want to talk about? It better be something meaningful.
Oh, it.
So I don't understand the difference in manipulation. Of course, there has to be manipulated. If they
better
did, it wouldn't be
something
manipulation.
meaningful.
Very true.
Is meaningful. Cause I got news for you. Gigi is not actually your friend. She's actually using you so she can win and then she's gonna dump you at the end. You need to stop following her orders. She's treating you like a servant and she's insulting you. Like, what
Okay, this is a whole different Miraculous episode, technically.
kind of friend she is?
Oh god. Please.
And don't ask me to-
threaten
don't ask me to-
Ghosty with a good time.
I will go back to Wikipedia. Don't.
Ghosty's like in her gremlin.
I
stance.
don't know what episode it was. I have no clue what episode it was in. Like, I just know that it
Good.
happened at some point.
That means she can search through every single episode of every single season.
There
Good
were like over
luck.
100.
Yeah, look, now you've sent Ghost Kitty on a merry chase. Good job. BRP slash joking. Oh, man.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right, you are.
I do
a
like
waste of
Sabrina's character arc. It's probably relatable to some people who are victims of said manipulation.
time and energy. And it's not my fault. Gigi dumped your sorry bot and you have no other friends. And P.S.
Well-
Ariana must be so glad they voted her out. So stop being so jealous.
This
Liana,
music-
please, I
Like,
Yeah.
You're just sad that you got dumped by your only friend.
I can hear
Right, we're
this.
just jamming.
I can hear the Seinfeld music in the background. Like,
What?
Lena, Nyx is trying to warn you, honey. You're being an idiot. Stop
Oh, I thought you meant
being
you could
the
hear the I
stupid.
thought you could hear this. I thought you meant you could hear the Seinfeld music in the background of like the recording. Like you could hear someone watching it while the person's recording. But yeah, I understand now. You mean like it's like the sting.
Yeah, the sting of it.
swear to God I'm telling you the truth. Why would I lie about this? Gigi's ruining your life. She's trying.
I at least appreciate the attempt of projecting and, like, you know, and emoting desperately here. It doesn't quite come across naturally, but it's closer. But again, the music counteracts it.
Whatever.
Again, at least it is
Walking! Actual walking!
No,
Yes!
no, come back. Oh, this is useless.
No! Come back! Oh, she teleported. For once, she didn't.
There you are, Nyx. Come
Oh, speaking of teleportation, hi, Madoka.
back. There's lots of things to do.
Gigi was so right. She's just a nasty, annoying strawberry clown face. Like, why does she have to be so jealous? It's not our
Strawberry
fault
clown
that she
face.
has no friends left. In fact, she's
I
so
actually have to go,
jelly.
guys. Sorry.
Oh, alright
Oh,
then.
it's okay.
Thanks for having me, though.
Thanks for being here. Oh no, I guess he's gonna miss Total Drama and / Banana Queen.
Oh,
I'm
banana
in-
queen with, like, no offense, but I'm looking at this design and it doesn't look awful.
Well, it is the 4th season, so you know things had improved by that point.
The exclusive
Yeah,
alliance.
but I still feel like I'm dying inside while looking at it.
Well,
Don't know why, but this design is ugly, but not ugly in a distasteful way.
Yeah, but I was referring to the animation specifically when I said things had improved by then. But honestly, just stuff in general. Season 4 is the season that's like got me into the show.
Oh, never mind. I
So-
just noticed that she has yellow lipstick on. Never mind, burn it.
Because she's a banana, obviously.
Followed by the best player in the entire game and also the most fashionable one. After me,
I appreciate the caption
After
to,
me, obviously.
yeah. It's interesting that you have the caption to highlight a line that was misdone, but then most of the characters are voiced by the director.
Any
And
other
the
ideas?
director could
We should
easily just redo all of these lines.
That
You
yes.
don't even have to reach out to a third party. You can just DIY it, honey.
Yeah, you don't even have to like worry about the usual thing that that new gacha directors worry about, and annoying somebody, even if it is difficult to like get hold of them. You don't have to worry about them being mad at you for some reason for asking them to do their job, which is the thing people worry about for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, I just shifted an entire stream schedule to accommodate a voice actor just not even hours ago.
Yeah, but I was more referring to like how some directors are nervous to contact VAs, not because of scheduling stuff, but because they just don't want them to think badly of them. They don't like the hint of possible confrontation of telling somebody they have to do something again, or that they didn't do a good job in quotes. Even though sometimes it's just as simple as they just misinterpreted something and it could have worked for a different take, but it wasn't apt for the scene. That happens sometimes.
Wait,
Or occasionally someone does stumble a line. But also looks like bee stingers, which is also fitting for Chloe. I feel like I'm going down the same route as I do in Gacha, where even if a design doesn't look the best on its own, I can at least like appreciate the thematic elements behind it, and from an in-universe perspective, justify why they're there in the first place.
Like, also, does Queen Banana have a banana phone on her skirt?
Well, if I recall correctly, it's more of a banana laser gun. But anyway,
It's a banana phone. Ring, 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 ring.
fashion murder mystery stories like
Oh,
Murder
Bon's still
at the
here.
Orient Express type.
Yeah.
Well, I sure
oh, that is a
Welcome,
that is a
everyone.
good shout. Murder on the Orient Express is it's a classic for a reason,
like
and not a classic that I despise, like Great Gatsby. And that classic I actually enjoy.
that one. I love that story, and in fact, it's my favorite idea for now. But let's listen to other ideas of other people.
Monocaxi is a good leader. She's fair and balanced. Yeah.
Yeah, when someone isn't getting on her skin and breathing down her spine, it seems like she can actually, do her job effectively and efficiently.
Yeah.
All right, Kia, what is it?
Many people are sad and not having a good day. But then comes the rainbow duck fairy from a big shiny rainbow and grants them
Did she just say
wishes
Rainbow Death Fairy?
No, Rainbow Duck Fairy.
Oh,
The Rainbow Death Fairy is also funny. I'm actually picturing a song called Rainbow Duck Fairy, like from I can imagine that being like a Paragrip or Neil Ciceriga thing from like early YouTube days, or even Newgrounds.
makes everyone super happy.
Okay, not exactly what I had in mind, but I admire your creativity. Now that we have our ideas, we shall take the vote.
Rainbow, yeah. Whereas Rainbow Death Fairy is something which is a cult enemy. Yeah, Rainbow Duck Fairy is the subject of the song. There's the difference.
Rainbow Death Fairy also sounds like the name of a death metal band.
Why don't we do a sci-fi story?
Yeah, we can be space explorers that got stranded in a planet. I really like
Again, on a planet.
this idea.
Did Hibiki just move forward slightly and then move back to position?
Yeah, I guess she got excited by the idea.
Wait a minute, where are Malin and Alia?
I can feel my brain cells dying.
They must be doing one of their TikToks somewhere else. Kaio, can you look for them for me, please? We really need
They
them
must
right
be doing one of their
Of course, I can locate them immediately.
They must
right
be
now.
doing one of their TikToks somewhere else.
Why does that sound like such an old person? They say, they must be doing one of their TikToks.
Alright. Try not to take too long and please don't creep them out. Wow, our TikTok is totally blowing up. 5 people of our class already watched it and they
Okay, even like the TikTok formula alone like promotes stuff to get at least like 100 like views. Wait, hold on, 5 people in your class. Okay, maybe that's the comments. Fine. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
all liked it. I'll
TikTok
never get
is
out
like
of my brat
Trying to contact people back home.
summer era. Oh, but Savannah's video will always be bad. There you guys
Savannah's video, what, her one TikTok video?
are. Remember there's a challenge in
I don't know. She probably posts a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter stan content, and that's why she's so popular.
No, she posted one rendition of the shoulder dance to Soda Pop, and that was it.
Oh.
Well, the fact that you didn't scare our butts off is creepy. And no, we're not coming back there.
million
It was
views.
so boring. We had to do a little bit of our bestie fun. But we need to have the whole team
I
together.
can't do that. This model isn't flexible.
Outline, black, my eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, might I say, Olia's hair is outline black, along with having a black outline
Mhm.
along the gray bits. It's super hard to.
It's fading into nothing.
It's also like to say that it's hard for me to look at her design, just period. So I'd rather not focus on it. However,
Fading into nothing is also the debut single from famous band Rainbow Death Fairy.
for me, Kaio and Alia look nearly identical. Like, is it just like it? It's just me, right? She has brown hair.
It is just you. That Kaio's hair is bright red. Well, not bright red, but like dark red, but intense saturated, darkish red. Compared
So
to Alia's,
it's-
which is outline black, and the white fading into nothing.
Oh,
Together.
so it's
Leave
cardinal
it-
red.
I guess so.
It's me to look for you guys. So you'll
More like Hammer horror film blood red,
have
but
to
yeah.
come with me whether you like it or not. Ugh, fine.
They were completely overreacting, and me and Alia were just having a little bit of rest time. Girls gotta have fun, you know.
Which was, of course, the song they were dancing to.
Well done, team. Now let's make the costumes. Yay!
Wait, they have to make their own costumes? I wasn't told this. I thought they had like a costume and prop store. Do they have to do everything themselves in whatever time they were given? No. How?
I'm so tired of being a cactus. I wish I turned into a human like everyone else.
I would normally say, hey, what a fantastic gimmick of this character not projecting so they can't be captured by the sound, having that be the first direction. But no, that's just what Madoka sounds like normally, so forget that.
This heat is unbearable and I haven't been able to make any friends. I'm so bored.
The heat is unbearable, you betrayed me, and I am the fool.
Seriously, Madoka, stop wasting your time. You're not a cactus. Silence, Sammy. If you continue yapping, I'm gonna tell Z to fire you. Anyways, even though I have water inside, I'm real.
I like how there's like no difference. It's like, oh, let me break the main character for a second, but then going back into the scene, and it sounds exactly the same.
Kaio, tell us
Why?
straight out of Hot Topic and right into this video.
Yeah. We all know Kaio's terrifying. That's been established in previous episodes. What is going on here?
What's
I-
going on
like-
here is that Madoka's being Madoka, I
Yeah, and-
suppose.
Literally, when she's and not the character, I suppose. Yeah. Which, wait, you know what? One way to distinguish actually what a good like cinematography thing you can do, play with the aspect ratio bit. Say the film has a different aspect ratio when the camera's like on them, and then have like the foreground recording thing you have in Gacha when they like come out of it when they're talking to someone else. Not that saves the performance in any case, but it's still it's a nice touch.
Really thirsty. So people always be grateful for what you have. Now I may go back to my nap time.
Well, I still think this is
Don't take a nap while you're thirsty and boarding in the desert. That's, yeah, don't go towards the light.
ridiculous.
I know people try to... What? What? No, wait a minute.
So people, always be grateful for what you have. Now I may go back to my nap time.
Well, I still think this is ridiculous.
Now I must go. My dreams need me. Okay.
Am I high? Or did that...
Hold on, I'm waiting for like the one frame where it's where it like goes to black before Madoka's name is highlighted. There we go. Even if you're lonely or depressed. Oh wait, sorry, I need to read it like Madoka. Even if you're lonely or depressed, always remember that you're lucky to be a human that can do anything, and not some plant that depends on rain to hydrate. Unlike humans that in that very scene, could not rely on the rain, and also desperately need to hydrate. Not seeing the changes here, Madoka. Live forever peacefully.
Salutations, my magnificent audience! Today I achieved an amazing goal. You see this bottle with yellow liquid? No, I didn't fill it with juice. I filled it with my pee. Seriously, sis?
I was really hoping they said the opposite. Like, oh no, it's not filled with pee, it's filled with something else. You know, advertise whatever it was. Okay, I guess we're doing this.
This is
I know
Dave
this-
Strider levels of degeneracy.
I was gonna say, it's Legend of Adventure levels of degeneracy. One session without pee.
The
You
piss
wasted
joy.
everyone's time showing them a bottle of pee. Hey, what else was I supposed to show them? I wanted more screen time, you know? And everyone is
Well, I guess even the characters complain about the uneven distribution of roles.
clearly impressed by my achievement, aren't you guys? Here, wanna smell? Oh, hell no! Get that bottle away
A bottle of pee, please take a whiff of my bottle of pee.
from me.
Ladies and absent gentlemen, it's time to show you our amazing mini-movie. And the funnest part is that it was all my sister's idea. It's titled The
So if it's terrible, you know who to blame.
Goofiest Murder Mystery in History. Yeah, we worked pretty hard on this one, so you better appreciate it.
Said every YouTuber to me before I reviewed their content. Not everyone. a few of them.
Yeah, a good few.
Team Mayonnaise presents the goofiest murder mystery in history.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, in the year 1916, there lived a happy, wealthy family.
Okay, honestly, whichever character did the editing to actually like add like the film grain on top of this and pretend it was filmed with a different camera, did a great job. Unless this just is the quality that the camera they have on standby. This is the budget, like their camera's ancient, so they roll with it. That'll be funny as well.
Composed by Mr. Lewis, Mrs. Marion, their daughter Regina, and their pet duck. Everything was going perfectly.
Rainbow Duck Fairy.
But one day, as clouds rained in sorrow, something terrible happened to Mrs. Marion.
She a werewolf? Nah, she's dead.
Hey, dear mother, I just saw the
I
most
hate you for
wonderful
that.
thing from my window.
When the sun goes down, a terrible transformation occurs.
I hate you for that. But also, I love you as a person, so I'm going to tacitly ignore it for right now.
I didn't tell you this, but Morag Fott is a werecat.
Mom, did you seriously have to sleep on the floor? Come on, wake up. It's not nighttime yet. Mom, come on. You're scaring me right now. Why is there no reaction? Come on, Mom, please!
Yeah, they're trying to do a Simba Mufasa thing here, and it's not quite working. Fun fact, actually, the first time I saw that was actually not when I watched The Lion King. It was actually a different movie called Babar, actually, which I think is a French property. Now I think about it, it's about an elephant. Similar situation happened. They even like faked out that the main character also had a similar death, but he was fine for some reason.
Please wake up! Please wake
Hey,
up!
sweetie, I heard you scream. What happened?
I came downstairs to check on her, but I saw her sleeping on the floor and she wasn't waking up. I tried, but she didn't move a single muscle. Good heavens, we need to call a doctor ASAP. The mother and father panicked.
You know what? That was not the worst, like fake crying that I've heard. That being said, Mr. Lewis definitely could have, expressed a bit more. Then again, it's 1916, so maybe he was, doing the whole stiff upper lip thing.
In fear. The doctors did everything they could, but unfortunately,
Hey, wake up!
late. I cannot believe this is actually happening.
Oh, I thought it was still the narration.
The moment I feared the
Oh, and there's Oh, I love the fact that the costume had to be the actual dog. You don't see that often in films.
most. I'm gonna miss you like crazy, Mrs. Marion. You didn't have to leave me like that so soon. I can't imagine life without you, Mother. Quack, quack, quack. You will be terribly
The dog is the best character.
missed. After that terrible incident, things were not gonna stay the same around the house. But one thing for sure was that Mr. Lewis was not gonna leave this case unsolved. You heard that right. That's why the detective sisters are here to solve the case. Yep, and we ain't giving up till that culprit is found.
Why did Celia look like she was in pain before his speaking line?
Because the cases run cold. Much like my feelings within. I don't know.
Thank you very much. I believe you'll make an exceptional job. All right, sis.
You mean oh no, that's another Spanishism right there. Because to do a successful job, or to because the verb to do is hacer, but hacer is also to make. So it's another rare situation.
Ready to crack the case? Oh yes. But please don't tell them I still used baby bottles in first grade.
What?
Why would that come up in conversation? And why are you only just discussing this after you've arrived at the venue?
Oh my gosh, who are you and what?
The duck said sadly, but yeah.
You know what? This is...
One of the
You
times
know-
that I got the biggest laugh in a performance I was in actually was when I played the donkey in Nativity, because technically speaking I got like the final line before the narrators took over, just because like at the end of it, after like we'd already escaped, I was there was literally like at the end after the girl playing the Virgin Mary was like, no one is going to hurt my baby anymore. I just like looked up and went, ah, just to like confirm. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I didn't say anything. I was just sitting here eating food.
Oh, okay.
What am I doing here? Calm down, Miss Mary Kate. My name is Detective Sally, and I'm here
Oh,
to
yeah.
ask
Honestly,
you.
if they had to make all of those costumes from scratch, they did a fantastic job. I also question how.
I also
Questions.
remember what I was gonna say. Tonal whiplash.
Yeah.
About Miss Marion's
Whiplashing
case.
so hard it's
Oh,
gonna break my neck.
Yeah, which kind of makes sense for, if you think about the characters who created this in the first place.
Right, spill it, girl. All right, where were you when this happened? Oh,
Ah, yeah, spill it, girl. Typical 1916 lexicon.
ooh. Well, if you really want to know, I was doing a little shopping spree in Paris. The dresses were so chic and to die for, and the pastries were chef's kiss. All right, that's
You chef's kiss, not chef's. That's another thing that comes from Spanish. Instead of saying chef, they say chef. But yeah.
Good to hear.
Which is why every time that that my family and I reference the show Master Chef, we always say Master Chef because it's just way funnier to say.
But did anyone inform you about this incident? Well, of course, darling. That's why I
What do you mean, did anyone inform her? She's here right now. Someone must have informed her. The question is who, not did someone do it.
came back in the first place. But I was having such an awesome time.
I don't know. These
and-
detectives seem so inept that she might have died of natural causes. They wouldn't know. They're terrible.
Hmm.
Going for walks? Oh, it's the
That's a good point. We don't know the cause of death, do we? They didn't say.
dream. And yeah, that's all the proof to say I'm not
That sad scene was over faster than a sad scene in a Johnny episode. Wow. Wow.
the murderer. But wait, you thought I murdered my friend? You calling me a friend killer? Well,
No,
Okay.
she's questioning you as suspect. You idiot.
Honestly, there is always like that one character who is just offended they would even be considered a suspect, even though the detectives have to be like, impartial to everyone. It's like, you think I killed the person or whatever. It's always that. And it's usually the person who has like the most obvious motive.
you're clearly not the culprit. Next.
Yep, I've questioned you for about, 30 seconds. It's clearly not you. Moving on.
What am I doing here? Is this some kind of interview? Ha ha.
Are you some kind of detective that came to solve some kind of murder? Yes, it's an interview.
Very funny. Well, yeah, it's kind of
Or
like an
interrogation.
interview, but it's more like an interrogation. I'm
Yeah,
here
there
to
we go.
find out who killed Mrs. Marion, yada yada. So you're here to answer some questions I'm giving you, alright? So I'm expecting honest answers, cause the truth always comes out, you know. You better not play me for a fool.
Okay, not usually the best tactic to come at someone this aggressively right off the gate, but then again, maybe this is the point that these two detectives work better together, and they're not on their own. They're terrible. They're better together.
Alright, I guess. First question then.
That's a
Were
pop
you
song.
at their house that day? Yeah, I was at their house that day. Interesting. Tell me, what else did you do there? Were you with Marion? Well, I did.
This attitude reminds me of that one time that Sokka became a detective in Avatar.
Stay for coffee though. And then wait,
These were her weapons. No.
so you were with her? You must have
Yeah, but at least
poisoned her.
that
or
scene had some, character depth. At least that scene had some character depth and charm to it. Something I could latch onto emotionally and carry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like early season 2, so they were already booked too. They were in their stride by then.
something. What a disappointment. You didn't let me finish. I left at 11. And I couldn't have poisoned her. She was the one who offered me the coffee. Gee, didn't need to scream that loud. Okay, fine. I guess I might.
Scream that loud? Excuse me? Want to run that one by me again?
Or reacted. And the incident happened a few hours later, though.
I'm sorry, I raised my voice. It will never happen again. No, seriously, it will never happen
You
again.
need to tell me more information.
Sorry, miss, but I just don't know what else to tell you.
If she wasn't there at the time the crime took place, then why is she even here?
As long as someone can vouch for their whereabouts, that's the one part they're missing in this, is that, usually they ask you if someone can corroborate your story.
This creator has
Wait,
clearly
what?
never played a game of Among Us /J.
Or watch Murder the Orient Express, which is one of the explicit inspirations, apparently.
What? I'm getting interrogated, but I didn't kill my wife. Calm down,
Oh, well, you've convinced me. Off you go, then.
sir. That's not exactly the reason I brought
It's-
you here.
It's also usually the husband.
Yeah, no, okay, like, in most, like, actual murder cases, it's someone who is like, known to the victim, so yes, a spouse is definitely, usually suspect number one until, like, more information comes to light.
More to gather information about the incident.
Like, not
Can
to
you tell
bring
me
up
what
this
happened?
statistic, but a
I mean, like I just
majority.
did.
Okay, moving
In
on with the
Yeah.
your
episode.
point of view? Well, I was in the living room with the maid till I heard my daughter scream, and I came down to see what was wrong. That's when she told me her mom wasn't waking up. Then we took her to the hospital, and that's when they told us the terribly depressing news.
The terribly
Seems
depressing
convincing
news. You sound torn up about your wife being dead, sir. Is there anything
Yeah.
you want to tell the camera?
Yeah, no, this definitely reminds me of Mr. Banks from Mary Poppins, which, to be
This-
fair, is a movie that is set 6 years before this scene is set, so probably the same like attitude of no emotions was prevalent.
This is reminding me less of Orange Express and more like CSI Miami.
Orange Express, Murder on the Orange Express. That should be a Pops episode, much like Swine Lake was. Murder on the Orange Express. Eli, if you ever watch this, Eli, we've got a new idea for a Belly Pops episode.
But I'd like to know a bit of information about her just in case.
As you know, do trains exist in Occulta? Aiden would probably just say yes in a heartbeat, so you never know.
Well, what can I say? She was the most beautiful and amazing social butterfly, and seeing her leave like this just hurts. Is there any more information you need? I don't really think so, sir, but thank you for dedicating your time. The
Maybe, like, did she have any pre-existing health conditions? I don't know.
pleasure is mine, miss.
What the quack? What am I doing here? I'm just a dog. I didn't do anything. I'm just a dog, and
I ain't letting that fool me. Perhaps you're using that as an advantage to get away with it. But no, sweetie, that's not happening.
no, I'm not. I don't even know how to kill mosquitoes.
Oh, I see
I mean, you're a duck. Eating them, probably.
how it is. So tell me, duckling, what actually happened? Since you're the so-called house pet, you must know a thing or two. And you better not get me fooled
Because house pets are always observing everything.
by saying you were
Waddling across the garden. But I was waddling across the garden to pick some flowers.
So this duck can't hurt mosquitoes, but it's able to pick flowers. With what opposable thumbs? Or just in its beak? You know what? The duck is my number one suspect now.
You think you can really outsmart me? Ducks don't pick
Honestly, yeah.
flowers.
I swear I'm telling the truth. The only thing I know is that they took Mrs. Marion to the hospital. Now can you please stop shouting at me? You're getting on my nerves.
Oh, okay. Guess we're toning down the voice a couple of semitones. Cool.
Gee, fine. Seems like I did waste my time with you. Well, if it isn't the Mrs. Little Daughter Regina. Okay, before we jump into conclusions,
Also, I forgot to point out that, Gigi being played called Regina.
I
Okay.
did not kill my mother. I would never do such twisted thing. But do you think I am a psycho? Or a spoiled brat? Like,
Or a
we
psycho
get it,
killer,
you
qu'est-ce que
didn't
c'est?
grow up with people my status. Calm down, sweetie. I didn't came here to accuse you. I just came here to gather information of what happened last night, since you were the first person to notice
Also, yeah, didn't come here, not didn't came here.
Mrs. Marion was unconscious. Well, okay, here's the tea. I was watching something on my bedroom window when I decided to check up on my mom, till I saw her lying on the floor, which caught me off guard. I tried to wake her up, but there wasn't any reaction at all, and she didn't move a single muscle. And then, that is when we took her to the doctors, and that's where they told us she... There, it's okay, sweetie, please.
I mean, normally I would say, hey, this would have been fantastic as a montage of them, interrogating the suspects. But to be honest, if they are, the characters would not have a concept of, the best storytelling. So in universe, it makes sense that the pacing is a little bit off for this, and there's no music.
Please don't cry. I know it's a lot to take in and it's hard to get over it, but sometimes you just have to. But I just can't.
Not the best way of phrasing that, but an admirable sentiment.
It's okay, sweetie. We're gonna find out who did this. I just don't want you to cry right now, cause you'll make me want to. Alright
Yeah, oh no, we would hate for that to happen if you'd actually feel something.
then. Well, if it isn't the housemaid, it's always you guys who are murdering every rich person's wife. You
Usually the butler is the cliche.
leave me no choice. You guilty murderer!
Okay, that is a scream. That's what we were looking for earlier when, you know, someone said, I'm sorry for screaming out loudly. That right there was actually convincing. Well done.
Don't think you can fool me. I know you did it. I just know it. And you're the
Also, I'm guessing that that's meant to be, like, covering her ears. Yeah.
last person I'm...
Go on, confess, criminal. So you admit it! I've heard enough, criminal. Put your wings behind your back. It's the reverse of Duck Detective from Gravity Falls.
questioning so... No, I'm sorry I'm being honest, but please don't scream at me. I didn't do anything wrong, please. I spend all my day cleaning the house, checking if the pet is alright, watering the flowers, washing dishes, cooking the food, and making coffee. Please believe me, miss. I would never kill anyone. Alright, you really seem to... Wait a minute. Did you just say give coffee to someone? Yes,
Ah, they remembered the coffee detail from earlier. That's pretty good.
I did. Why? Why? Why do you mean why? You must have poisoned her! I just
Okay. Move away from the microphone a little bit because it peaked there, but other than that,
knew
yeah.
it! I just knew it since the very start! What do you have to say for yourself, you culprit? No, I did not put anything to the coffee. The coffee was perfectly fine. Even I tried it. Cap, that's full cap. Just shut the f***
Also, cap was also not common slang in 1916. Do we forget the setting a little bit?
I always wanted to say that. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah. Well, since you've been officially unmasked, we can tell the family to execute you.
Which, of course, is exactly how the justice system worked in 1916, wherever this is set.
Don't do this to me, miss. I would never do that to such a wonderful family. You gotta believe me. I tried the coffee myself, and nothing happened to me. Sorry, miss, but the case was closed. There's already enough proof against you, and there's nothing you can do.
I mean, she did offer the coffee to someone else, as in, like, Marion did.
I can't believe everything that just happened. They're not gonna believe me when I tell them I did not poison her. But at the same time, I feel guilty and disappointed by myself. 'Cause what if I actually killed her?
What do you mean? Do you believe you could have done it in, like, your sleep?
What kind of housemaid kills a woman that has a family and that treats me so well? I cannot believe this. I have to tell this to my dad.
This was, like, framed in a way that it almost made me think they're going to break into song.
Daddy, I know.
They wouldn't have had time to write a song in this moment, or at least, you know, find the music for it potentially.
Who did it? Okay, tell me, but please catch some breath. The person who killed my mom was. Tell us, who was it? It's Serena. She poisoned her coffee this morning. That nasty bitch. I can't believe I trusted her. Thanks for telling me, sweetie. We'll have her executed in no time. She's gonna pay for what she did.
Okay.
So, Serena, what do you have to say for yourself? Your whole entire household must be ashamed of you. I think the best way to make her pay is to stop it right there.
I was gonna say, we're really getting into, like, a deception, disgrace moment, but anyway.
What with all this? I'm dead.
What? Okay. 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 What? Okay, what's
Business.
happening?
You guys have been wasting your time. Mom?
What the crap?
Also, what is this accent? It sounds like Bond speaking an angry French person. It doesn't sound like it's convincing.
How are you alive?
Well, that's something I can't tell you, sweetie. This lady is innocent. There is
Wait, something you can't tell us?
no way she would actually poison me. So why don't you say we go celebrate with some coffee and biscuits? Since y'all won the record of the goofiest murder mystery in history. And at the end, seems like
Honestly, I forgot the title of the movie. It really wasn't that goofy, was it?
Mrs. Marion wasn't actually dead at all, but it's unknown the reason why. But everyone went to celebrate anyways. The end. So, tell me your opinions. Bravo,
By doing research for stuff. Yeah, you know, just in case you end up saying cap by accident. Yeah.
Team Mayonnaise. You put so much work into it. Seriously, that was the most boringest thing I've ever seen. The only thing this movie killed was my sense of entertainment.
Honestly, a decent line.
I am
Not that it was the worst thing in the world, but still.
gladly
I
gonna
get what
give
you're
it a
saying.
4 out of 10. You guys did awful. Well, in my opinion, that was pretty
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Chris McLean delivery there. Having watched one episode of the guy.
thrilling. It was so perfect. I don't know what's in her head. This thing is straight 10 out of 10.
Oh, so we're gonna get a situation where the two judges fight over whose movie was the best, and there's no tiebreaker.
Well, your final score is 14 out of 20. Pretty decent for such garbage.
I actually agree with that. Pretty decent for such
We
garbage.
put so much effort into that story to get a 14. But yeah, I guess it's pretty decent. I highly doubt that the other team did any better. At least that's what I hope. Man, their movie was so good. Now I'm nervous. What if we lose again? Oh my god.
I think I've compared Madoka's voice to Ariana Grande a couple of times. It feels like Ariana Grande, but like at the beginning of the day, you know, like before she's done warm-ups.
Our story was so slay. And the best part was that I made this dress all by myself. Yo,
Again, when and how?
oh, it's so my color. It's giving Belle. Ah, I'm such a diva.
Honestly, I think it's giving more Jane from Tarzan, considering you've got the hat to match it, but I can see the Belle comparison.
Oh, I'm scared. Why's that? Their movie was just so good. I highly doubt that we're gonna win, especially if we lost the 2 other challenges. Nah, don't worry, girl. Their
Oh,
story is nothing
no.
compared to ours. We're gonna show the other team how much we crave our victory, especially Gigi. But forget her, it's our time to shine. Unlucky rabbits, it's your turn. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're gonna show our amazing mini-movie, and I promise it's really exciting.
Interesting choice to have Madoka be the one to deliver the first public speech, but
Yeah,
okay.
we put all
For
our
them.
efforts into this one. And you know what's cooler? It was all Madoka's idea.
So again, if it's terrible, you know who to blame. Team Lucky Rabbits presents The Fall and Rise of Electronite, a thrilling space adventure.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cyber Cyrus headquarters. This is a super secret space agency where we gather very valuable information from space. This is Agent Mac on live, and I'm gonna show you a projection of the
Yeah, welcome to the agency. This is me
wonderful
streaming, coming to you
wonders of the
live through
world
the
outside
airwaves.
Earth. Space, a mesmerizing world.
Honestly, I like the fact that they're using a green screen, which I assume they obviously like had on standby for such occasions, and that they got some really good footage for it. I I can actually imagine this being like stock footage that you could use like in multiple films if they had prepared that. Unfortunately, the actual green screen for the actual video is eating out at Agent Mac's name, unfortunately. But oh well, close enough. In universe, it works.
A starry dimension full of wonders and mysteries.
Yeah.
Fascination for astronomers. And a massive subject in science. Today, 3 of our space researchers are gonna explore a planet that's just been discovered and share their brand new information with all of us. This is the planet they're gonna explore. It doesn't really have a name, but once they come back from their expedition, we're gonna come up with a name for it.
Yeah, they keep doing this. Like, actual space agencies will come up with names for discovered planets all the time, and they're mostly just a combination of numbers and letters.
Alright then, let's not waste any more time, and move on to our investigators. These are the researchers that are gonna investigate the planet. Their names are Mia, Jackie, and Sophie. Hi everybody! I'm so ready for a brand new space expedition. Eek, me too, I've never explored another planet. Alright girls, I know you're excited, but let's calm down and prepare the spaceship.
This reminds me of the start of Love in Deep Space.
Alright girls, everything's set. Are you
Oh yeah, ignore the names. Yeah, they've gone back to normal. I mean, fair.
guys ready?
Yeah!
Alright, prepare for countdown. We're going up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I'm guessing they didn't have the ruling of engines in universe.
2, 1, ready to launch.
That stock green screen didn't have stock sound effects. Speaking of which, welcome back some more stock footage. With an actual logo from NASA. I think the first ever YouTube videos that I watched might have been like these NASA ones. Because I remember my dad showing me a bunch of videos from a site. I assume that was probably YouTube. Oh, okay. Flickering lights, fine. Good effect, but also, yeah, great for, seizure warnings, yep. It's actually combined fairly decently, both in and out of, the film project itself.
Whoa,
So far, I'm enjoying this movie more than the other
actually
one.
in space. I know, it's crazy, right? And what's crazier is that there's literally a meteor shower happening in front of us.
Yeah, that would be more of a panic situation, I think. I mean, I know that in well, I was gonna say that was asteroid. I was gonna say most of the time you don't see that many bodies that close together, but I realize that's asteroid fields and meteor showers. Although again, meteor showers are a phenomenon in the atmosphere. I would have said asteroid fields here personally.
Hold on, girls, I'm gonna steer this thing.
Yeah, mostly because these are definitely asteroids and not meteors.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's like one of those ride things you do at arcades that now will combine things like VR.
Hey, slow it down a little, can you?
Ugh, calm
Yeah,
down,
they're back.
Sia. I know what
think
I'm
I see
doing. It's not
something
my fault
coming.
this thing's so...
Sophie, the ship!
Hey, yo, what's that thing coming in front of us?
Hey, yo, yo, yo! It's me, Rainbow! I'm piloting the ship now! Let's go!
Ah, great. The ship's busted. Now, how are we gonna return home?
Again, I won't complain about, I feel like I've seen something similar to this, where someone, have I been, shown this part of the video where someone, gave me this, the project or something? I feel like I've viewed something similar where it was something that was an in-universe fabricated movie of some kind. I said something similar to it. I'm not sure. Anyways, Ghosty's back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I needed to dip.
No, that's fair. Dip. Oh.
At least I know whose fault is it.
I needed
Don't
to
blame
tag
me.
out for a second.
No, that's fair.
You guys were distracting me. Alright, girls, let's calm down. Arguing is not gonna get us out of here.
Begin tagging
Yeah.
out.
So far, this movie is better than the other one,
we
by the
need
way.
is to calm down, look around, and
At
try
least
and
it
find
has a
something
tone.
Yeah.
useful.
And also the fact that the fact that there are, you know, few people in the group is to their advantage, like I thought it would be at the start. I've played a couple of them.
Yeah, we already walked like 3 miles and haven't found anything useful. This place
Well, I would walk for 3 whole miles, then I get tired and don't walk anymore.
is completely deserted. Alright then.
Oh, I take
Maybe I
3 steps and get nowhere. Then I walk and walk and walk on home to take a nap.
Pool, my brand new life detector. It helps me find out if there's any source of life around me.
A
Wow.
life detector.
Where's the life forms? Where are the life forms? Where are the life forms? Where are the life forms? Was a life forms?
That thing must be useful. Okay, let's turn this.
Actually, wait, no. There's an actual Star Trek song from one of the movies that is literally about searching for life forms. Life forms. A tiny little life forms. That's an actual thing.
I almost forgot about that, and I am a Trekkie. Well, that shows me. My favorite musical to ever be put to production is Cats. And then the movie slandered my beloved.
I don't think that Data's improvised tiny little life forms routine was based on any existing source material, though I could be wrong. Maybe Life Forms the musical is a thing in Star Trek from like the 24th century.
Musical.
It's like their version of Cats. They just extend it to like several different like other species or something.
I can say that an alien is not a man.
Come back Wednesday for the special performance in Klingon.
On. Okay, this says we should go that way. What are we waiting for then? Let's go. No way! There's actually someone here! And her cool hair
Yes.
adds
Scream and interrupt their meditation, I suppose.
extra points. Oh my gosh, are my eyes deceiving me? Is there actually real people here? Hello there, welcome to Electronite. Also, that's the planet's name. Well, hello there, my name is Mia. And these are my friends Sophie and Jackie. We're space
I think
explorers.
I actually saw a sci-fi movie one time that had a similar plot. Where was these 3? I think it might have been it was either like I saw it or like it was actually like a Star Trek review. I forget which one, but it was one where they went to like a different planet. It could have been Mars or something. It just turns out it was populated by like a bunch of women that that wear very similar clothes to that.
And we came to visit your planet. What
It was from the 50s, so it was like one like very long title of some kind.
question though? Why are you all alone in this big desert? Do you need any help to go back home? Oh, well, let's just say there's no way back. 'Cause I lost my home and everything that belonged to me. There used to be a big city around here. The technology.
Okay, we're trying different camera angles. I will say, if they didn't have stock footage of like different backgrounds in universe, it makes sense for the background to have changed like this for what they're trying to do.
It was really advanced and
Oh wait, no, it doesn't. They could just zoom in on the characters and do what I keep telling people to do in Gacha itself. Never mind.
everyone was so nice. I was living my best life till an evil galaxy witch came and ruined everything. She
I like how she started to be called a galaxy witch.
destroyed our city and my home. Everything was turned into dirty ashes of sand, and the
It's like how like everything in Dragon Ball Z Abridged is called like space something.
only survivors left were turned into her servants. They got completely brainwashed, and unfortunately, my best friend Liana was one of her victims.
Oh, so you don't care about anyone else, just your best friend?
I managed
managed to escape, but there was no hope. Evil Empress Noraya is way too powerful. So I had no choice but to live alone and die alone
Oh, what was that?
forever.
I had no
Oh
choice but to
my.
live alone and die alone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about everything. This must have been so hard for you. No house, no food, no friends, no
Yeah, and especially your best friend was captured, as well as I don't know, some other people, whatever.
Wi-Fi. What a nightmare! She sounds terrible. I wish we could help you in some way.
I looked it up.
You-
I looked up the definition and got Queen of Outer Space, a 1958 sci-fi adventure movie.
Maybe.
In which
You know what? I have to pull up Google now and see if that was what it was.
however, the vibe I'm getting is Stranger from a Strange Land. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling.
Oh my goodness, I think it might actually have been. Yeah, it wasn't Mars, it was Venus. I went in the wrong direction. They flew the other way.
At least they didn't fly to Uranus.
No. They could have made a sequel out of that, but no.
really do that? Of course, we're not
too
leaving you
bad.
like this. But I have another question. Our ship crashed on a meteor and it has no energy left to blast again. So, is there anything useful to fix the ship? Cause we really need to go home. Yeah.
Normally, I would say, how on earth do you not have enough energy for a trip back? But then again, due to the lack of friction in space, it's actually mostly energy is the fuel is used to get you out of the atmosphere in the first place, and just use the lack of any resistance to propel you forward to some extent, not entirely, because sometimes you want to get to the moon in a timely fashion rather than in like 3 months.
Yes, there is. There's this magical gemstone called
Also,
electronite.
depending
That's
on where the moon is located by the time of their entry, they could very well hit the moon instead of going to Earth directly.
Oh, well, yes, this lot could. Yeah, if their destination was the moon, it wouldn't happen. But yeah, if they do have to worry about that, or just any other satellites that are, in the general atmosphere
why
nowadays.
the planet's named like that. That gemstone has the power to fix anything. Its source is so powerful that it maintains life in the whole entire city. But Noraya stole its power and used it to destroy everything. So getting it
In that
back will be
case, why
very-
did you bring it up unless you're baiting for these three goons to go get it for you?
Probably for that reason. Maybe she's actually the evil galaxy witch, and she needs the power stone, and she's just told the best sob story she thinks she can tell.
dangerous because that thing has
Write
a
that down, write that down!
wants to kill you. But I believe in you girls.
To your
Since you managed
tables,
to have an
fanfiction
defeat
writers.
Yep. Her name is disturbingly similar to Queen Galaxia, which is Majesty's mother, and the person who gave her a mission to begin with.
Raya, my world will return as it was, and you guys get to
She gave
return back to
Majesty
your
a
home.
mission, and then Majesty outsourced her mission to a bunch of teenage girls.
Essentially, yeah.
Planet. All right, let's. Which way do we go? That way. Thanks, girl. See you when the world is saved. Okay, girls, this place is giving me the chills. I am.
Oh well, they had like an actual space city of some kind in their stock footage.
Yeah, I do enjoy the fact that we get different backgrounds of the same vibe instead of just jumping around segments with different tonal vibes and like the last one.
Yeah, if we're going from the perspective of them making the film, then yeah, it's great that they had the resources to begin with. But if we're going with April Moon creating this actual video, then yeah, the fact that she went out and found like several backgrounds of this nature.
Look,
that actually kind of,
everyone,
like, suit
we
things.
have a plot.
We have a plot. Ironically enough, the plot of this movie is actually more sensical than the Dreamhouse plot it's a part of. I would love to see more. I would love to see a show about Sophie, Mia, and Jackie specifically. Can we? You know what, April Moon? If you're watching this far into the video, can we please get a spin-off, like maybe after the competition, Nyx, Hibiki, and Lifu team up and then actually write a story for for these characters, and then they look slightly different because they're played by different actresses or something. It's like an actual thing, and that happens sometime in the future. That they actually made it into a show.
Now
Not
that's
going
something I'd
there.
like to see.
Yeah, honestly, really, I would love to see that.
Well, what choice do we have? This place is weird. Okay,
This is where I would have had like a background tint to make it match the rest of it, because you can probably do like a bright orange filter of some kind, and then because it is an actual existing gacha background, so you can do that.
girls, what the heck is this? I'm not going any further. I know.
As far as I'm concerned, all the Pops exploration videos do not hold a candle to what we've had thus far. We'll see if they maintain it.
I'm also pretty scared, but I think it's for the best.
Let's stick together. The girl from earlier told us there were guards.
I mentioned flashback to when we mentioned, it was because because it was Cool Kicking and Screaming, because that was the English title. I didn't know the English title of that movie. That's why. Yeah, it was Un Entrenador Genial, or A Great Coach was the name of it in Spanish.
A great coach.
Yeah, sometimes translated titles of movies are, I don't know what they're thinking.
So we better be careful if we get spotted.
Wow, did she just teleport here? Yes, she did.
That I'm shocked that you're shocked in the universe that you come from.
We can clearly tell she's one of the guards, so we better be careful.
Yes, we know what the guards look like, as we've been in this castle for a long time. Oh no, it's like that. It's like Abused Child episode 3 by Lily Trescott, where they could hide behind nothing because there are no props.
Oh, phew, just in time. You were gonna let out a big, lousy...
That's okay. She can see them perfectly. She's just ignoring them for the sake of the movie.
Yeah, no, she'll know for comedic effect. She's gonna shoot them the second that they actually get close.
What happens?
Gonna find from Jacob's vague memories of the plot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially when I say Mars instead of Venus.
Girl, not so loud.
Sound and movements detected.
Oh, okay. So sound and movement have to be detected first before you actually enter.
So they're like the wardens from Minecraft.
Yes, pretty much. Or the
Intruders
T-Rex
must
from Jurassic Park, I think was probably inspiration for the Warden.
be pulverized and eliminated.
I wonder how they're doing this vocal effect in universe, or do they just have like one of those like Dalek filters that they used to use?
From existence. Sucks to be the three of you right now.
I could have
Sucks
said
to
I
be
said
the
Terminator
three
the
of you
second I said
right
Dalek.
now.
Yeah. Imagine a Dalek saying that. Sucks to be you, Doctor.
Yes, we made it to the heart.
Did you forget we can teleport?
All intruders of Empress Noraya's castle must be pulverized from existence. If I were you, I'd say my goodbyes to my mommy and daddy. Ha ha ha.
Ah, yes, a robot programmed with humor. Of course.
No, so
For real. Couldn't she come
Is
up
she
with a
the
better
space
catchphrase?
We're just having like a Queen Amidala situation.
They literally turned you into an AI, girl. Plus, you
They turned her into an AI. Okay, so it's like a cyborg situation.
can't kill me. I'm
like
too
either
young.
that
Have some
or they took her human brain, uploaded it to a robot computer, and uploaded that and then uploaded that brain inside of that computer and just put it in an android, because of course we needed that step 2 in between. You couldn't have just uploaded the human brain directly, you see. No,
There's only
no,
one brain, you know?
we
If
couldn't
the
have had
android
it
malfunctions, you can't use the brain again.
sympathy.
Jackie!
Wait, what? Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, God.
Why is the acting in this movie better than the performances when the characters are being themselves.
This is bad.
Oh my gosh, Maya, don't just stand there, run!
Oh, I don't know, subdue the robot or do
Oh,
something.
seems like blonde people are indeed. Hey!
What, stupid? I mean, yes, but not exclusively in this case. This applies to all of them.
It's
But
not over for.
I do want to say that actually blonde people are statistically rather smart. Anyway,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I don't like outline black crossing with outline black, by the way.
Oh, okay.
For you yet.
Where did she?
By the way, this movie had actual fight choreography in it.
How did you?
Your pathetic friends are done for, and now it's your turn.
Let me go!
Let me go.
Else.
Okay, no, she just like pointed that straight at her own chest. Her heart would have stopped like a bunch of times.
Any last words?
Yes, the gun is out of batteries, you idiot!
You're gonna pay for it.
Yes, I did it. Or so you thought. Hey, who are you?
Oh, I forgot Kai
Stand
was in the
back.
team.
I have a shotgun.
That is many things. A shotgun is not one of them. I don't know much about guns, but that's more of a pistol, I'm pretty sure, than a shotgun, which is, you know, like usually two hands, right?
Wow,
Americans back me
a
up.
foreigner.
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know anything about guns.
I feel like Moist Critical putting out there in like clips and mags.
One that likes to play the hero. If you really want to know who I am, be my loyal
Thank you, American viewer of mine.
guest. I'm warning you, step back. Enough with the yap. I'll just tell you my name if you really want to. I am Empress Noraya, the new ruler of planet Electronite.
I mean, fair, we already heard your name. Although,
Yeah.
okay, that's interesting. The way that was framed, because that was obviously like an out of universe decision by April to reveal this character. Because I assume that they can't see their own name tags in universe, so that was for us, the audience.
Oh, that is one cute little.
Which is an interesting description, considering that we heard the name Noraya before in the episode Empress Noraya, and she appears here, and all we know about Empress Noraya is she took over everything with dark magic, and here she has with a staff using dark magic, so of course it's her. Like, what is the twist here?
Shotgun. Too bad it has no effect on me. I can tell
Oh, that's right, the twist the shotgun's a pistol,
you're
yeah.
not so smart. Okay then, time to die. Sweet moose. Your attacks have no effect. Don't worry, dear. I was just warming up. Bye-bye.
My personal headcanon is that they must have like had like time to edit this, and like, you know, 24 hours later they showed the screenings. It wasn't like it was just like an afternoon, because there's no way they could have done this in that short amount of time.
Yeah! Whoa, you're so done for. Can't you just give up already? Your
Is it like done for? Oh my
fate
gosh.
has been decided. Never! Here! Give me that. Seems like
Okay, why is Mia so much better at fighting back than Jackie and Sophie? I feel like it's like in like K-pop Demon Hunters where Rumi is the one member of Huntrix that got like any sort of focus for a long period of time.
fate decided otherwise. Time to end this misery forever! Hi?
And of course, one spell is enough in this case to, you know, get rid of the dark magic user.
It looks like she's performing a bunch of spells at once.
Which I guess Noraya didn't think to do that for reasons.
Whoa, what did I miss? Sophie!
A lot.
Sophie, wake up! Sophie! What?
You
is
might need
it,
to carry your friend.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
the last thing I remember was getting shot by. Wait, Mia? Who's that? I sure missed a whole chapter. Wait, Mia, why
Mia, who's that?
Now I'm just thinking of that one episode of Kolyoko where it turns out that Odd said like you skipped an episode or something. And every time I watch that in Spanish, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a
This
that
proves
line
that
is
Odd-
forever changed now.
That proves that Odd de la Robbie is oddly cognizant of the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm. Or at least he was in that one scene.
on the floor?
In that one dub.
Don't tell me that red-haired girl is the... Hey, wait a second. Whoa, look, it's the Electronite. Mia actually got it. Coolio. And now with its power, we can use it to fix
Mundo,
the planet
cool.
and return home.
Immortality is mine! Power beyond measure. Yeah, anyway.
Oh my stars, they did it. They actually defeated...
Oh, so there's just a whole entire city that was leveled here? Well, the devastation was actually way worse than I thought it was. Okay.
What happened? What am I doing?
Oh, you know what? That's a fair twist. I forgot, like, you know, Lyanna was specifically mentioned amongst, above, like, everyone else. So, of course, she was the guard. You know what? That's fair.
Here. Oh, sweetie, you just got brainwashed, turned into a
I
robot,
really forgot that.
yada yada. But forget
And Sophie has a consistent thing of saying, oh, wait, no, that was the other detective in the other group.
all
Never mind.
that. You're so pretty. Ah, thanks. I'm
Ignore all of that traumatizing stuff. Where'd you get that dress going?
used to compliments. Wait, what? What's going on? Was Noraya defeated yet? Don't worry, girl. It's all over control.
Ah, yes, fantastic. Now my organs can shut down because I'm at the edge right now.
The planet went back to normal, and so did the robot guard. And look at that. It's the
Yep, there goes my pancreas. Can we get to a hospital, please?
Electronite. And with a piece of this,
Are there
we
any
can make
hospitals in space?
You would think that well, they just restored an entire city, so I would
an
hope there
entire
are.
documentary of our discovery. Yeah, but before we go back home, there's
Yeah, I think my ventricle just burst. Yeah, my ventricle just burst. Yeah, I think we should definitely get out of here.
something we have to do.
Yep, bleeding internally.
All right then, what's the surprise? You're gonna love it. Surprise! Oh my galactic crystals, Lyanna, is that you? Yup, in the flesh. Oh my...
I'm actually not sure, by the way, if Oh My Stars came from Sailor Moon specifically, because because I've heard it in a bunch of places.
Like,
Granted, I haven't seen Sailor Moon. I've never thought to backdate the actual uses of it, but you never know.
I like, as someone who actually has backdated the use of it, it was in common
go on now.
parlance as a way to say, oh my gosh. People used to say, oh my stars. And this was before Sailor Moon became a phenomenon, but it happened more frequently afterwards.
Yeah, fair enough. I remember that. I remember there was like one episode of Family Guy where Peter says it a bunch of times. I think that was a later episode, so it was after Sailor Moon.
My dear
Yeah,
friend, I've
post Sailor
lost you.
Moon was like Sailor Moon was a phenomenon in itself, so post Sailor Moon influencing Family Guy is not the most surprising because it was
No.
everywhere.
So much. These have been the hardest 6 years of my entire life. How
It's
can I
been 60 years.
Well, 6 years, which is still a long time to survive in the desert by yourself.
find any
No wonder she had no energy to try to, overthrow the queen herself.
more words to thank you, girls? You don't need to. All right then. Now that the planet has been
The
recovered,
crystals.
we can finally go home. The 3 space explorers returned to their headquarters. They showed their research and shared the story of their brand new amazing space adventure. The end.
What research did they show?
Okay, is it just me, or their story is like a million times better than ours?
Oh no, it's not just you. Theirs is fantastic compared to
Those
yours.
visual effects and everything, oh, I cannot lose against them.
It seems like you you backed the wrong horse there, or at least, well, I mean, the teams were assigned, so it wasn't her fault. And hey, you didn't become Queen Banana, so it wasn't Imraka's influence after all.
What the heck? This is it! This is absolute cinema! Wow! This was the best thing I've ever watched. You guys really, really improved. 10 out of
Improve? This was their first attempt. There's nothing to improve at this point. They just did well.
10. Well, Sammy, who's gonna win? It's
Well-
all up to you.
This is like the first thing that they've gotten right in a few episodes, so no one from their team will be eliminated this round.
Oh, so they meant just they've improved as a team in general. Okay, not as like filmmakers.
So,
Fine.
Nope. It's a 4 out of 10. I don't like it.
Like I said before, they were gonna just end up fighting and making a tiebreaker and no one wins, yeah.
Wow, Sammy, seriously, you're so boring. Well, that makes both scores equal. And you know what that means? Tiebreaker time!
Oh, we're being told to lower the volume this time. There's an actual projection now, okay.
Are you freaking kidding me? The spinning
No,
story was my idea! We could have done such a cool movie, but no! We just
To be fair, it might have been just a comparable situation either way.
made this murder mystery trash, and it was all my big sister's fault. No, but her idea was better because she's older and smarter. Ugh.
Hey, you did at least like give her, the credit for the idea, so now we know who to blame, like I said before.
We're lucky we ended as a tie.
Sammy and Z would be interesting Gacha reviewers. That's another spin-off idea, April, actually. Sammy and Z reacting to different videos.
Yes, our story was a success, and victory is springing. But unfortunately,
Victory is whatting? Spwinding?
we ended as a tie. Our winning chances are drying up.
Ah, because Leafu. Dried up leaves. Yeah,
Thank
okay,
you,
I got it.
sis. It's your fault we're here now. Your idea really sucked. Oh, save it, Nikki. My idea was chosen fair and square. Welcome, everyone.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it was really down to the actual, performances and the pacing that was the issue there.
To our first tiebreaker.
They're like a full 3-act structure.
For this, we'll need 2 smart people from each team. Okay, there, smarty pants. Time to solve this riddle.
Wait, is something a riddle? I thought we were do like a improv battle or something.
Listen carefully. You're locked in a room with 3 doors, and you must find the correct one to escape, but you only get 1 chance. There is a red door, a green door, and a purple door. I'll give you a hint. Where the sand is soft and purple, the sky orange and bright, the red leaves of palm trees, and light blue coconuts. You must choose the green door. So, what's your answer?
The real riddle is where on earth did this come from?
I think it's don't waste my time. The answer is the red door. The riddle is obviously talking about opposite colors. Sheesh, I expected something.
Opposite colors. Okay, I mean, to be fair, red is the opposite color to green on the color wheel. But why would... okay.
Correct, Monica. Well, that makes...
Are you kidding me? We worked our butts off for that movie and we still lost for some stupid riddle? Don't you feel bad for us or something?
Honestly, I do feel bad here. Leafu has some really justified anger right now.
Well, of course I do. It
Like,
really
I'd say
stinks to be
Leafu has the objectively better movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Sammy didn't even give a reason as to why it was why she didn't like it. We don't, but and we don't enjoy when people just say they do or don't like things on Gacha Review. We like to get into the detail.
Yeah, just like when Aiden said that he wouldn't watch Italia because he thought it was problematic, and then I asked, "Why do you think that?" And then he was like, "I don't know."
Well, I mean, that's even worse because that's it's not giving it a chance in general.
Your team. Well, forget that. It's all settled.
I don't know.
Team
we heard it from
Mayonnaise
somebody
won
else.
again, leading the super unlucky rabbits into the elimination rabbit hole. So, it's me, your favorite host of
All the
next
time?
on episode 5 of Battle for Dreamhouse.
No, thank
I guess
you.
that was like todos los tiempos, all of the times, literally, but like of all time would be the actual translation.
Hi everybody, here speaks the most amazing contestant. Today I'm gonna show you one of my cool tricks. Prepare to be amazed by my amazing prank. And guess what?
Also, yeah, I guess this is because they're doing the ad stings or whatever after this, so
What? It includes the confessionals. I'm just giving it a little fix. Okay, here I go. Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
And yeah, I guess instead of making the singing deliberately bad, warp it beyond recognition anyway. Do you know the hospital that's also on Drury Lane?
You know something, Sammy? Each day there's a complaint about my contests. Like, they don't like every single challenge I put to them, and...
Okay, again, the way that's phrased, it seems like, oh, they don't like every single challenge, therefore it's terrible. Oh, but actually, again, Spanish mistranslation, because if you say like yeah, I guess you could both say like cualquiera, for example, or ninguno, but ninguno would be like none of them, and cualquiera would be, you could say like any of them, or just like, you know, any challenge I put forward, they don't like it, and so they translate that word. So yeah, there's definitely something about the other translation process of this is
I
off.
honestly feel kind of bad. Then what's your purpose? I don't know, maybe something different for next episode? You do have a point.
I don't know. What's your purpose? Like that was the...
Okay, you know what? That's Spanish mistranslation number 4, because because I can actually see a propuesta being a suggestion. So what do you suggest rather than what's your purpose?
Good enough.
Sammy just
I
talking
really
to
need to
Z,
start doing
looking
better
Z
deeds.
straight in the face, leaning forward on the table, like, what's your purpose?
And Z's like, what's this, the Matrix? What a strange question.
From now on. So instead of one challenging challenge, why not put several challenging challenges? Just imagine the ratings.
Sure, but wouldn't that require, like, you know, months of planning, potentially?
Wow, Z, your ideas are spicier than my chili hot dog. I'm so...
I could get a chili hot dog at a steakhouse.
I was about to say, was this show not planned before it was put into production?
I don't know. But yeah, I forgot to, I said this yesterday, that Sammy is the chef equivalent character. Supposedly.
Yeah, I can point that out mainly because of the, you know, both Chef and Sammy had to dress embarrassingly like fairy princesses
right.
and dance around in the last episode.
Yeah,
If you don't know what we're referencing, look at Total Drama Island, the better version of this show.
And then also compare it to Battle for Dreamhouse episode 3, because then you'll see both examples. And fake laughter is still not convincing. It's like that one famous like Final Fantasy moment was like, that one.
Okay, that was enough evil laughing for a night. Yeah.
And that's how it ends. Okay, sure. Oh, speaking of Lazy Town, I forgot that they literally used the outro from Lazy Town as the outro for this. Okay. Made by Creative Star. Which
What's
is
your
not the name
purpose?
that April had at this time, or maybe not. I don't know. So it is still April for all of these. So I guess next episode we get the different voice actors.
Oh, I hope so. Jesus
then,
God,
you know-
please. Please.
The contestants Yui and Ariana. Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't forgotten that. We haven't forgotten the injustice of either of them, I suppose. Although one of them was literally rigged, so you know.
Oh gosh, kayak abacus.
Hmm.
Oh.
So yeah, the so yeah, you know, justice for Lifu. That's
Astrid put China in chat.
What about China?
Yeah, you can't just put China without context. What are your feelings on China,
They
Jax?
my feelings on China are that they exist.
They exist.
Okay, you've said that Z is Chris McKay's daughter before, and now you're saying that Sammy Chef's daughter. Just the next generation continuing on their father's legacy. I guess that works. Oh, they don't know about each other? Okay. You thought it was a hint for next episode? What, the word China was a hint for the next episode? Are they going to be filming on
Because the
location?
emojis reminded me of China. How does a kayak and an abacus remind you of China?
I mean, I think they used to use abacuses all the time for maths purposes. I'm not sure if if the abacus was invented in China or not. It could have been.
No, the
I don't know.
abacus was invented in ancient Greeks.
Well, there you go. So no is the answer to that. Not direct association. Oh, I didn't mean to start it over again. I forgot how this started actually with the whole bathroom bit. That to be honest, actually didn't play any sort of any sort of role later on.
We were
Because,
just,
yeah, just-
showed this for reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless was it Ariana who was in the bathroom that part? Because maybe she was limited through revenge. No, it was Liana. Never mind. Yeah, forget that. So yeah, not sure why the riddle was chosen at the very end as like the last tiebreaker. It probably should have been something a bit more on brand, I would have thought.
Yeah,
Or maybe have like another person come in and actually vote rather than having a setup of two judges that could have very easily made a tiebreaker.
Like, no offense, but it seems like the rabbit team is being bullied just a little.
Maybe Gigi rigged that as well. Maybe Gigi bribed Sammy with the chili dog that she had at the end or something. So yeah, who knows? Also, that emoji reminds you more of Venice. The emoji of the death scythe reminds me of Venice. Anyway,
Right? What?
I don't know. I just take any chance I get to dunk on Venice. So yeah, but the like we said before, the best part of this, you know, where like a lot of the focus seemed to go, clearly was in that second movie, because I guess there was a big distinction. I think it was intentional that we were supposed to like the second movie more, and therefore the first one was made like deliberately worse, so that we can actually like get Lifu's outrage and maybe suspect something's going on, or like, you know, get the frustration of, you know, not completing the task. Maybe it's meant to be like the final punchline or something. So that felt intentional. What didn't feel intentional was the fact that not only was that the best movie that they had, but it was better than any of the other parts of the episodes that came before it, including the parts that was ripped directly from Total Drama itself. Which says to me that actually, like, unless April has seen Queen of Outer Space from 1958, that seemed like an original space theme to me to some degree. Maybe a little bit of Tom and Jerry Blast Off to Mars, but you know, little bit, tiny bit,
Just a tiny bit.
yeah. But that felt more like what we were actually looking for, which says to me that, you know, April's potential as a story writer goes like way beyond the inspirations that she is currently using. I can imagine that the space theme one was probably like a mismatch of a bunch of things, which which is how creativity goes. Like the more things you like, combine into something and give it structure, because there are really no original thoughts that we have. There's always something that's like locked away for whatever, and then we remix it in our minds, we reconsider it, and then we regurgitate it. That's why I'm not so harsh on like subconscious plagiarism, and it's only suspicious when it happens repeatedly, because there are scales. There's actually a video by Tom Scar that's literally about this. He refers to it as the Somerton scale, referring to the English town of Somerton, of course, and nothing else, no other reason. And there's like a whole guide of like how far an idea goes and how deliberate it is, and all the different steps basically, and the different levels of severity, and where you can actually like impose a bit more like morality to it. So I really encourage people like to check that one out. I think it's called Tom Scar's Guide to Plagiarism. It's a long video, but it's absolutely worth it.
Like, however, when it comes to this content, it makes me raise an eyebrow because we've already had, 2 instances of plagiarism?
Yeah.
Accidental or not, you are getting a little suspicious, honey.
And that's not including the Straight Nor Gay School one, which was, very much, like basing it on like existing gacha, reminds me a lot of the old Community, let's say.
Episode 3 of Battle for the Dream House did not score high on the Somerton scale.
I mean, yeah, I guess it depends like how. I mean, I don't know. It depends on like how conscious it actually was, because I mean, it was consistent. That gives it a lot more. I forgot like the actual 12 points that are specifically referred to, but I can probably look that up later, to be honest. But maybe I'll put it in a pinned comment if I remember to. But yeah, I don't know. It's that part was unfortunate, but yeah, I would love to see more of a space adventure of some kind. I would love to see a space adventure in gacha in general, quite frankly, because it's something that I toyed around with when I came up with the idea of space pops. But in general, just something else, because of course most of the gacha backgrounds are places on Earth. It's difficult to do that, but clearly April was able to source a bunch of different backgrounds from other places that actually fit the theme. So it's honestly perfect. The closest we've got so far has been jazz pops, which obviously is not like related exclusively to that, but it's delved into it occasionally. But something that like the whole point is exploring through space, cataloging research. Because honestly, yeah, there's a lot of mileage you can get to that from that. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll say.
Definitely, I don't have a lot to say about Dreamhouse. Like, I'm happy we got an original concept this episode.
Yeah, and I'm happy with what actually came out of it.
Yeah, I'm unhappy with the conclusion.
Well, yeah, I think we're supposed to be unhappy with it to some degree, but also find it funny that that was the outcome. It's sort of like this one episode of the Owl House where they play Grudge-Bee, and then they do like a Golden Snitch parody where Luce like voices the disagreement, like the rule of like having a bunch more points from just like one thing and how everything else is invalidated. Which I can see someone like picking up on, but that was like a part of it basically, because there was a whole other stuff and the reason they were playing Grudge-Bee in the first place and whatnot. So yeah, I guess it depends like how you do it, because like the way it's done here, because there was such a clear distinction, because it ended up being like so much more enjoyable than it was even supposed to be, it feels more disappointing than it does funny, which just means that April did too good of a job in that particular part and we got too invested.
Though I'd say like the investment was actually pretty valid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting invested in this show, which I was half convinced was a poorly made copy of a thing, is actually, props to this. I want to see more of that.
Yeah. And see more we shall, potentially, from episode 5A Triple Feud, which maybe is because we've got multiple challenges. Yeah, row, row, row your ducks. So more duck-themed stuff. Luna May would be proud. I think. So yeah, I guess we'll check that out at some other points. And now, I guess there's either a Total Drama thing or Banana Queen in my future, so we'll see what happens. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell. Oh, actual voice actors next time as well. That'll be fun.
That'd be fun.